Hello, hello. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the live. I'm glad you're here and you're happy and alive. Make sure that if you're interested in any mindset coaching sessions or any mentorship opportunities with me, make sure you check out the link below, Transition with Leisure, if you're ready to get your mindset in transition with leisure. We're going to go ahead and get into it for today. Today, we're going to be talking about personality types in leisure time. What does your personality type say about your leisure time? So I'm going to ask the question, how would you describe your personality? Question. And y'all, I was telling y'all this last week, but I think I'm gonna stop going live on Fridays. I don't think it behooves me to come on live on a Friday. So I think I might start going live Saturday, Sunday, Monday. But I've really been thinking about it because I'm like, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. That's 3 days in a row. And then I stop. Then I go live Thursday. Because Tuesday, Wednesday. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. But I'm thinking about it. I think those will be my best days. Only because that's when I see people more active. So I'm excited about that, honestly. Like, super. So I went ahead and I posted the question right here. It says, how would you describe your personality? And I know people are going to ask me, what do you say? What do you think? The way that I would describe my personality is I'm very curious, inquisitive. I'm a very inquisitive and curious individual. I am a leisurely individual. I love leisure time. I love to relax. I love sleep and naps. You a Capricorn? Oh, not you a Capricorn. I'm telling you, when I tell you, all I attract is Capricorns. All I attract is Capricorns. Capricorns. Thank you, Jabron. I love you too, baby. Who else will I be attracting? Scorpios, Scorpio moons more particularly. Aries moons. Who else? Sagittarius women. Hey, just a girl. You say I'm very nice and a people pleaser, but I can get mad if someone hurts the ones I love. Ooh. It's giving Mars and Libra. Just a girl. Hey, Bilal. I'm from America. I am American. I'm proud to be American, where at least I think I'm free. And I know the people go and fight so I can live this free. Y'all know that song? Tell us about my star. I'm a Gemini, if that's what you mean when you say star. I am a Gemini. Gemini down to the bone. So, but that's not my personality type. I mean, you can kind of say, because I'm a Gemini, that, you know, I love to talk. I'm multifaceted. I can be in any room and get along with anybody in the room. I communicate with anybody. You was born 22nd of this month, so you're a Libra. So is that a Libra? Or is that, what is this month? Is that Virgo or Libra? I don't know. How's y'all day going? Y'all let me know. Has it been a good day? That's what I want to know. Oh, you're a Virgo. Ooh. Oh, you're a Virgo. You like loneliness, but you also like my companionship. Okay. Just a girl. You said I'm good. How about you? It's been an okay day. It hasn't been bad, for sure. It hasn't been bad, but it's just been a day full of work. So, you know, sometimes when you get a lot of stuff done and then you're ready to like lay down, but you can't lay down, so you got to keep going. That's where I am right now, y'all. That's where I am. So You said you guess you had a long day as well. Okay, what's your day? What have you been doing all day? What's made your day so long, baby? Yeah, so we're going to get into it. Once we get to around the 10-minute mark, we'll get into the conversation. We'll talk about personalities. Particularly, we'll get into introverts, extroverts, ambiverts. Now, those are just two types, right? You can be a mixture. Oh my God. I gotta sneeze. Hey, Elizabeth. Hi, friend. You said school. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all double tap the live. Double tap the live with me. Hi, Ari Wright. Hey, friend. Ooh, I'm seeing 111. Love the energy. Thank you, baby. I appreciate it. I appreciate the compliments. Y'all tell me, how would you describe your personality? Are you quiet? Are you loud? Do you like to be around people? Do you like to be by yourself? You couldn't eat yesterday? Oh, so it's a voluntary fast. Involuntary fast. Hopefully you got time to figure out why. So you could, you know, do better. Sylvia said loud. Hey, Andre. Toxic. Oh, my. Oh, my God. Ari said you blessed. Ari said they blessed. Okay, baby. I love that. Because I be saying the same thing. I'm blessed, period. I'm blessed, too. Because, oh, Lord. I don't know. Where I am today, I'd be like, wow. Kudos to me. Girl, what? What that got to do with you eating, friend? That don't make sense to me. So, we got some loud people. I'm guessing Sylvia is an extrovert. You was anxious for a response when I said no. Girl, why you stop eating for strangers? You can't stop eating for strangers. No telling what you're gonna do for people you know in real life. We gotta fix that. Hey, Yaya. Yeah, when you say no, you just gotta block it out. Because he was FAF. He was fat. Is that what you're trying to say? He was far. You shouldn't be getting numbers from YouTube people. People on YouTube, you don't know who they are. There's no profile. He was fine AF. And you said no. How do you know? This is a lot for me. Friend, don't do that again, just a girl. Stop talking to strangers on YouTube. And yeah, it's not okay. Girl, if you're gonna get somebody, at least get the social media. Just a social media. Get an Instagram, TikTok. Don't give your number now. Laura, not you suffer from depression at 14. I'm only deleting this because I don't like when people put their ages when they're underage. But Laura, you suffer from depression, go outside, go sit in the grass, and go take some vitamins. You need to take daily vitamins. A daily vitamin every day. You need to drink 3 to 4 bottles of water. And you need to go touch grass. Exactly, Ari. Yeah, somebody gonna come get y'all. Y'all better stop. Okay, you also gave him... I didn't give... Okay, good. Don't be giving your number out. I'm trying to tell y'all now, before y'all end up on one of them milk signs. Don't do it, y'all. It don't be worth it. I'm telling you. Jabron, you're hilarious. I appreciate all the love, Jabron. I appreciate it. Okay, just a girl, I'm proud of you. Stay focused. The focus when you're young, y'all, the focus is on creativity, y'all. When y'all are young, like the ages that y'all are saying right now, this is the perfect time to just do whatever you want to do. You want to go cut up some jeans, go thrifting, go cut some jeans up and decorate them, go do it. You want to start sewing, learn how to sew, do that. You want to start cooking, go cook in the kitchen. You want to start learning how to do hair, do your hair. Start learning how to do your eyebrows. Start learning how to do your makeup. Start learning what you want to wear, what look cute on you. You know, go hang out with your friends around the neighborhood. Go walk. You know, go play at the park. You know, these are things that's really going to help you when y'all older. When you get to being like y'all in y'all's young ages, you young. When you get to being, let's say, 20s, mid to late 20s, right? Okay. When you get to that point and you done already created everything, you'll have a foundation to jump off of, right? This is a time to be creative. Your whole life is meant to be creative. But y'all talking about y'all depressed and stuff. Y'all not creating. Y'all not creating. Y'all not focused on getting healthy. And y'all, please, the trauma dumping, please. The trauma dumping is just too much today. Hey, upper echelon Don. What's up, baby? You sing and do art? Keep it going, baby. Keep it going. Keep it going. I love that for you, just a girl. We talking about hobbies today. Y'all ready? We're going to get into it. Are y'all ready? Okay. So let's get into it. Hey, D-Nice. Hey, friend. How are you? You said the jump with the help of a rope. You like that video when I was jump roping? Okay, gotta get y'all jump roping. Hey, Kelvin. How you doing, baby? Yeah, we gotta get the jump roping. I need to go outside and jump rope. I've been slacking. D-Nice. I'm feeling okay. We right there in the okay mark. Just okay. Just okay. Yeah, Sir Kelvin, same. I'm feeling the same. Or you said I'm blessed. Hey, John. What am I blessed with, baby? What am I blessed with? Y'all. Okay. So when we think about personality types, there's so many personality quizzes out there. They got the, what, MBTI, whatever. They got the Enneagram. They got all different types of personality quizzes. And honestly, when I was younger, I used to love taking personality quizzes. Like, I don't know what it was about me, but I loved me a personality quiz. Like, I think it was when I was maybe around college, high school age. You gave me a personality quiz. Everybody who I knew, I was trying to make them take a personality quiz too. That's probably why I'm so obsessed with, like, astrology and stuff like that. Because I love if things can tell you about who you are. You blessed with beauty of 1,000 goddesses, girl. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ari. It's King of Oneself. I changed my username, but you can call me whichever you prefer. I'm going to call you the one that's on the screen, baby. That's going to be the easiest for me. Mwah. So I appreciate you guys. That's why I'm telling y'all, when y'all young, if y'all young, y'all just start doing stuff. Be creative. Do whatever you want to do. Because by the time you older, people going to be calling you so beautiful. And you're going to be like, I'm not doing nothing but what I want to do. Like, I'm just doing everything that I enjoy doing. When I tell y'all, when I was young, I used to be in my room cutting up clothes, making food. I remember Pinterest. They used to have like little things that would start trending. I used to do the things on Pinterest that would be trending. Like, have you ever heard of ice cream bread? That's what that was the type of stuff I was doing when I was a kid, making ice cream bread. When I was like in my teens, middle school, ice cream bread, baby. I was in there doing whatever I wanted to do. So y'all get creative. Y'all young, especially you under 18, start doing creating stuff. You want to write music, write music. You want to write poems, write poems. You want to start doing hair, do that. You want to do nails, do that. Do something. But stop worrying about boys. Because y'all worried about these boys. Y'all wasting y'all's energy. Okay? Because boys going to worry about you. And it's really better if it's the opposite way around. It's really better when you focused on you and what you want to do. And the boys are also focused on you and what you want to do. Because guess what? Life is 10 times better. I'm telling you. You make his life 10 times better when you focused on you too, I'm telling you. So you make fanfic for K-pop. Okay, keep it. Oh, I love it. Clean up course. I love that for you. A power of a million gods. Kelvin, you said I would describe myself as a passionate, smart, loving, kind, and professional. Ooh, okay, I like that. Okay, professional. Okay. I like that. Okay. So let's get into it, y'all. So we have extrovert, which are more open people, right? Those are the people who you gonna see outside talking. You go to the grocery store, those are the people who's gonna try to have a conversation with the cashier. You look at them, you be like, you didn't even have to. Why are you talking to them? Why did you stop on a corner to start talking to these people? These are the people who love novelty. That means new things, new experiences, creativity, exploration. They enjoy traveling, going outside, trying new foods, art, classes in general. Classes are even learning new skills, right? Those are the extroverts. I mean, I'm saying extroverts, but what I mean is people who are more open, right? I'm saying extroverts. What I mean is people who are more open. They're going to be the people who want to go to museum visits. They're going to be the people journaling, creative writing. They're going to be with people taking classes, like language classes. So these are the people who have an openness to new experiences. These are the people who went and moved to a different country or city and didn't know nobody there. The people who are not as open are the ones who still stay in the city that they was born in and their family was born in, right? You writing a language, okay, just a girl. I love the creativity and the hobbies. I love that for you. So this is one type of personality dimension that's like you don't probably hear a lot about, but yeah, that's just openness. So we have another one that is conscientious. Conscientiousness. Oh my god, I can't say the word, y'all. Conscience. How you pronounce this? We about to ask Google how to pronounce this, because what the hell? Turn it up. Why is it not playing?
Conscientiousness.
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 Conscientiousness. We just gonna say conscious, because who the hell saying that whole word? Not me. Not I. You won't get me again. Oh, thank you, Calvin. I love to be a mentor for you guys. You said you can't send hearts today because I don't want to hide your face behind the thumb. I'm turning off live chat. I don't want to. It's okay, Javon. You know, you are much appreciated. So these are the people who value order and structure. They prefer planning, organization with their leisure time. These are the type A people. These are the people, you look at their notes, they took notes in class, and it looked perfect. You like, how did you even find time to do that? They the ones who said, oh, I just went home and rewrote it. Rewrote the notes. Yeah, I wanted to make it cute. What, girl? Okay, period. And hey, Rico. I'm a leave me the hell alone, bird. Okay, upper echelon. Okay. So these are the people who may like to garden, do DIY projects, puzzle solving, fitness routines, or any skill-based hobbies. These are the people who probably want to do woodworking, work on music, right? Then you have agreeableness, right? I'm an intro extro, so you're an ambivert. That's what you just said earlier, baby. You said ambivert, right? You got people who have a high agreeableness. These are people who value harmony and connection. Think about a Libra. You think about agreeableness, think about a Libra, right? Hey, ETN, baby. You say you're a calm person who enjoys solitude. I love discovering things deeply, and I feel uncomfortable in crowded places. More than anything, I just want to be myself. Oh, I like that. That's cute. Oh. So people who have a more a high agreeableness personality, they choose cooperative leisure-like group activities like cooking, volunteer work, family time, collaborative games. You think about someone who, you know, who may have an Indian culture, and then on top of that, they have a high agreeableness. Those are going to be the people who's always surrounded by people, groups of people, always on the phone. I know somebody who said they talk to their friends every day. I said every day. How you do that? I don't know. I don't know how you do it. How do you have time to get on the phone with these people every single day and talk to them? I don't know. I at most can text maybe multiple times a day, but you said, oh no, not a Libra. Just a girl, you said you value connection. Kelvin, you said I'm kind of into music. What about you? I love me some music. I definitely love music, especially sometimes I like to go to sleep to music when I'm like, you know, I just want to just relax, like my little R&B music. But overall, I was saying this earlier, my personality type is very inquisitive. I'm very curious. I'm a researcher. Sometimes I like to call myself a mad scientist because the way I like to research stuff, sometimes when I have the free time, when I have the leisure time, I will research stuff like a mad scientist. Like sometimes I really do be feeling that way. I enjoy my solitude. I enjoy being by myself. But I also enjoy being outside. The only thing about me is when I'm outside, I like to be around people who I feel safe with. Like, I don't just want to be outside all the time unless, like, my hair just got done. Don't look. My hair just got done, baby. I'm outside. Don't play with me. I don't care. I'll be by myself. But I really do enjoy being around people who I, like, who I know, who I trust. And I would love, like, I love going outside. Like, if, you know, if I'm in a relationship with somebody, I love going out with them. If I'm with, like, my friends, I love going out with them, you know, things like that. So if I'm going out, most of the time it's with somebody. But I do like to go, like, if I'm going out by myself, I'm going out to, like, a park. Like, I love going to the park by myself. What else I like to do by myself? Walking. Yeah, shopping. Thank you, Jabron. My favorite person. Wow. Mwah. Are you saying that to Jabron? You said, hey Shine, hey friend. Hold up, I'm missing some stuff. John said Libra season. Libra season is coming up, y'all. Shine, you said me too. That's why I need to send you. Shine, I'm not about to play with you, girl. Y'all better stop putting numbers in the chat. That's why YouTube naturally block numbers that come on here. Because y'all don't be thinking straight. Hey, Damien. How you doing, friend? I hope all is well with you, baby. So you get also neuroticism. Those are people who are going to be more emotionally sensitive. Sorry if y'all keep seeing me do this. This hair keep getting in my face, y'all. So those are going to be the people who seek leisure that soothes anxiety or regulates their mood because they're already emotionally sensitive. They're going to like quiet, low stress activities like meditation, cozy movie nights, nature walks. They're also going to like, they're going to probably do things like doom scrolling, over binging shows, eating ice cream, crying. Cancer energy, you know, if you're a Cancer. I know y'all know if you're a Cancer. It's not too many people who I be seeing in the chat. And they're going to do things that, you know, focus on them restoring that emotional imbalance that they may be feeling. You in remission from the Cancer. Okay, friend, how you feeling? Kelvin, I'm not going to play with you. Yo. So, mind y'all, this is what I'm drinking today. This is like my favorite fall drink so far. Y'all know in summer I was drinking a lot of watermelon juice. So in fall, this is like my favorite drink right now. This is just watermelon and apple. And I'm thinking I have another one in the refrigerator. It's watermelon and apple, but I put a lot of ginger in it. So it's like overwhelmingly ginger. So I've just been drinking it in the morning because, you know, ginger reduces mucus in your system. So upper echelon, you a Cancer? That's why you said I'ma leave me the hell alone, Bert. You try kiwi? No, I'm not really a big kiwi person because it's a little sour. I'm not a sour person. That's why I don't like green apples. I can only do red apples. No green apples. So this is a drink for me for the fall. We'll see. I'm not trying to get too different, too extra, because I'm the type of person when I start doing too much, I get overwhelmed. Bye, Kelvin. Have a good day, baby. I get overwhelmed and baby, I'll just give it all up. It's over for me. You said we don't cry and eat ice cream. That's messed up. Now upper echelon Don. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. I know you a Cancer. You be crying. Take a little. You need 5 seconds to cry. If you're not crying, you're not processing your emotions as well. Or Jabrani said, for example, if you see you in the street, I'll hug you a ton. Even if you slap me, I don't care. I wouldn't slap y'all. Y'all my people. Y'all want hugs? I'll give y'all some hugs in real life. Don't play. Don't play. I'll give y'all hugs in real life. I'll be so excited if I saw y'all in real life. Y'all, that would be pretty cool. So let's talk about introverts, right? We just did a little bit about that one, but introverts are the people who recharge alone. Echelon Don, he the introvert. He said, leave me the hell alone, Bert. He an introvert. He recharged by being by himself in a calm, low stimulated environment. That means there's not a lot of stuff going on around him. These are the people who's going to probably, prefer reflection and mental processing, like journaling, reading, creative hobbies, solo walks, meditation. And their leisure time is most often quiet, internal, and restorative. Real men cry. Period. Upper echelon. Sean, you say you have traits of all those mentioned, which is natural as well. You're going to be a mix of most of these. No, I love you more. I love you more. So an extrovert is going to be somebody who recharges through interactions and external stimulation. They the ones who need to go outside and be around people. Like, imagine a Leo. Imagine a Leo. They need to go outside. They might not even need to have a conversation with people. They just need to go outside. They may need the stimulation from their environments, right? These are the people who thrive on activities that involve people or excitement. These are people who are going to be doing some group sports. They out there playing football, basketball. They going to parties. They doing karaoke, game nights, dance classes. I would also say just going out in general. These are the people who you like, how are you always never at home? It's because they're an extrovert. They need to be outside the house to get energy. They in their house too much, they start getting depressed. They like, well, I'm not here. Versus an introvert, they outside too much, they not at the house too much. They like, oh my God, my life is in shambles. Oh, Jabron, I love that. I love it. It's too cute. So those are the people who definitely need social activities that need something energizing. You said, I gotta have time to myself or I end up crashing out. Yeah, and y'all know what's so crazy? We should talk about it. Having siblings, your ranking in siblings and how your personality is. Because, mind you, I'm the youngest on my mom's side and I'm the oldest on my dad's side, but I was raised with my mom and my older brother. So for me, I've always kind of been the youngest, but I've always been very responsible because my brother used to act a fool. So to me, I feel like your ranking in siblings says a lot about your personality type, and it says a lot about how your leisure time is. I think also because I was the youngest, I got a lot of free time to do whatever I wanted to. Your love's like honey. Y'all know that song? I'm not gonna sing all the rest of it. It's not YouTube appropriate. So then we have ambiverts, which one of our friends earlier said that they were an ambivert. These are the people who are somewhere in between the both, which I think most of us are somewhere in between the both when it comes to extrovert and introvert. Like, yeah, there's going to be people who's like, oh, you're really introvert. You ain't never outside. Versus people who are like really extrovert. In my eyes, this is just me. This is no science behind it. I really do think that if you overly outside all the time and you don't ever have time to yourself, there's something wrong with you. You know it, John. You know it. Love me some Pretty Ricky. Y'all know what's so funny though? I was just having a conversation with my friend because we was like talking about how we were young listening to that music, and like that was the music that we listened to and was singing like with our full chests. And it's like every generation they be like, oh my God, listen what the kids are listening to. But it's like, boy, the stuff we used to listen to, I see why it's a lot of baby mamas out here, baby daddies. They need to do better. It really was a fire album. I can definitely listen to that whole album straight. Back to the point. Back to the point. So an ambivert is someone who's in between extrovert, introvert. And you know, this is the one where you're in that middle. So you can sit home and journal and reflect, and then you still need to go out. I do think that I'm an ambivert all around, because I love to be by myself, but I love to be in the mix when there's a mix to be in, you know. John, that's one of your favorite albums? Oh, if only we could play it. If only this was TikTok Live. I'll play. No, I wouldn't play that song. I wouldn't do that. So, yeah. I love that you guys are talking about y'all's personality type, because it really does. Real Rico, you said ambivert, probably too. Okay. It really does say a lot about how you spend your leisure time and what's best for you to focus on. I think that's why I really do love to journal, because that's the more introverted aspect of me. Me getting up and journaling, spending a lot of time to myself, because I feel like I need a lot of time to myself. Because when you separate yourself from a group of people, you get to know who you are as an individual. And I think that's the problem with the people who are overly extroverted, who are overly always around people, is that they don't ever get the time to really sit and analyze who they are as an individual. You a hermit? Virgo definitely is the hermit sign, friend. It definitely is. You say you an ambivert. I'm mistaken for an extrovert, but I'm really an introvert. But if you're an ambivert, that means you a mixture between the two. So, yeah, I'm a Gemini. I'm a Gemini. To the day I die. So we talked about individualistic cultures and collectivist cultures in the past lives, but you know, if you're more focused on an individualistic leisure activity, these are going to be the people who prioritize personal choices and independence. Not you a mess. You a type B. You type B personality. These are type of people who are going to prefer solo hobbies, self-care, creative projects. This is more common in American or Western cultures, where me time is more valued, right? So this is more individualistic. So if you see yourself as an individualistic person, you're probably going to be prioritizing those type of hobbies and leisure activities. I'm definitely an individualist. I definitely am. I don't know how to be in a collectivist mindset. It's just not in me. I feel like if you stick to the group, it bring you down, because you never know. You got to find the right group to stick to. So what y'all think? Y'all think y'all more individualist or more collectivist? Which one y'all think y'all are? Johnny said you can go out and enjoy yourself. Okay. It's giving ambivert. Because a collectivist leisure activity is going to be group based. You know, these are the people who hanging out with their family, hanging out with their friends, community. They going to group dinners, family dinners, friend dinners, celebrations. They going out to church. They going to festivals, music festivals. They want to be outside. I get severely overwhelmed when I'm in a large group of people. That's why it's just that for me, I just need to be around someone who I trust when I'm in those moments, because I don't want to have to be the one leading myself, if that makes sense. You have dual personality traits? Most definitely. Most definitely. I definitely don't want to be out leading myself. I'm about to plug my phone up, y'all. When I'm in large groups of people, unless it's something I'm like really motivated to do. Like I went to a Sir concert. John, me too. If y'all don't know who Sir is, that's one of the singers that I like to listen to. I was his concert by myself, and I really enjoyed myself. But it was in a small venue. It wasn't a big venue. It was a small venue. So things like that, although it was a concert and it was a lot of people there, for me, I really enjoyed myself. So certain things that I can definitely do when I'm super motivated. Like, did I go to another concert there? I did. I went to another concert at the same venue. And again, it's because it's a small venue. It may have been a lot of people there, but I felt super comfortable because I got there early enough to be at the front, baby. You know me, I was up at, oh, I gotta tell y'all something. Oh my God, I gotta tell y'all something. But we're gonna save it for the end of the live because I don't want to get distracted. But I gotta tell y'all about the experiment that I did and how it turned out. So I'm gonna say that to the end of the live, and I really enjoyed it. When I tell y'all, this hair is irritating me. Mm-mm. You said when I was younger, I was in the crowds, but as I got older, I just don't care to be around people. I set the camera in a good place. Thank you, friend. Thank you, thank you. Yeah. The thing about me is I really, really, really enjoy being like doing things like that. I just, for me, it's just one of those things when I'm in a really big crowds, I just don't want to drive. I don't want to drive around in those crowds. I want to be fully taken care of. Fully taken care of, for sure. Everything is good. So which one are y'all? Y'all more individualistic or are y'all more collectivist when it comes to how you spend y'all's time? Y'all want to be by yourselves? Are y'all are not be by yourself? Are y'all more focused on me time, doing things that you're interested in, or doing things with a group of people? That's the wrong color, y'all. Oh my God, y'all. You be having fun and like driving? Oh yeah. Thank you, Ron. I appreciate you, friend. Forever and ever. I don't care what nobody say. Forever and ever. You can do both depending on how I feel. You know what's really interesting though? Is that I feel like I'm really craving more collectivist activities. But there's not a group of people who I'd be like, I really want to just be around, you know? But you know how I of course I went to college, but I lived off campus, so I never lived on my college campus. So, sorry y'all, my lips, I gotta get them straight, because of the heck. Yeah, I never lived on my college campus, so I never had that college experience being around people all the time. But I kind of want like that experience of being around groups of people and like always doing something with groups of people. Because, and I think for me is because when I was younger, I always had my cousins. So I always had that like reality when I was younger. But then as I grew up, once I got out like high school, because even in high school I had a group of friends, so I kind of was always used to being around groups of people, but still at the same time being an individualist, if that makes sense. I don't know, it was just who I was, you know. Like I always had my set group of people, we would always do stuff together, but then I was always somehow but had time to have a lot of time to myself. So I think that's really what I'm seeking right now, is my group of people who I can be around all the time and talk to. And I mean, I do have people, like, you know, I have my group conversations, but it's not the same as in real life where I could just go to your house and I can, you know, you can come to my house, you can go to sleep on the couch, we watching movies together, you just come over and do homework, you know, something like that. You said you're an individualist, for sure. I like being around people, but when I go to festivities, I go alone because I be mingling and enjoying myself. People be stepping on my toes when they accompany me. I just need real friends around me. Facts. I understand, friend. Did you ever think about being in a sorority? No. Never. Never thought about it. I think the thing about me is that I don't like people telling me what to do. So when I heard about hazing and stuff like that, that don't make sense to me. I had a clique growing up. Yeah. I was once told, and I don't know, this is not my mindset. This was never my mindset now. But I was once told that I was popular. Hey, if that's what it was, that's what it was. But I definitely did always have a group of people who I was around. Like, let's say 5th grade to high school, there was a group of people knew us because we was always with each other. And when, I always had my cousins, so my people know me through my cousins, or some people know my cousins through me, especially because one of my cousins, we always went to school together. So and then I always spent time with my cousins on like the weekends, and then even when we were younger, we lived very close to each other, so we would always be at each other's house or spending time with each other, and we lived with each other at different points, because our parents was poor. So we had, I had a lot of time to spend with my people. So I think I'm really missing that right now in my life. You said you 37 years old, single, haven't had any girlfriend, therefore I chat with you like I'm chatting to my girlfriend. I'm sorry, it makes me any mistake. Aw, friend, we gonna get you a girlfriend. We talking about marriage next month. That's what I'm most excited about, since everybody loves that conversation. So I'm hoping that we can manifest more healthy partnerships next month. We're not just talking about marriage, but in more specific, we're talking about healthy partnerships. Rorica, wait, I'm missing something. Sean, you said I be myself. Nowadays, I just can't trust people all like that. I've always had friends, associates, but I just didn't feel like I could really trust them to really consider them a friend. Sean, did you ever watch our Love and Belonging conversations? We did that last month. We talked about love and belonging, and I really do feel like that helped me understand that one of my biggest issues with building relationships was the fact that I didn't emotionally trust people. And I'm not gonna say I just trust people, but being able to be emotionally vulnerable and trust yourself and build those relationships and be intimate with people is what I really learned during that conversation. I think, Sean, if you're interested, you should definitely go back and rewatch those videos if you haven't. Rico, you said, I think a lot of that stuff changes with adulthood. Friendships are, as kids, are different. Facts. They are definitely different, especially because you have a lot more time to do whatever you want to do. Life be life, in facts, John. Sean, you said, my natal chart says that about friends and stuff. Meeting people are easy to come by. Majority of my planets are in my 11th house. Girl, yeah, if majority of your planets in your 11th house, it's time for you to get into social connections. You're not being yourself if you're not connecting socially. Rico, my family was like that too. Me and my cousins grew up like siblings. Facts. I think that's kind of hard. Like, when you was raised around your cousins like often, and then you grow up and you don't have like that community, it's like it get crazy. You not last named. What you mean? What you mean, friend? You said, I thought we was talking about marriage tonight. I've been wanting to get married lately. Sean, I know you've been wanting to get married. Now we talking about marriage next month. This for the next couple of weeks, we're talking about leisure. We're manifesting higher quality leisure time through cultivating awareness of who you are, what leisure is, and the activities that you may be interested in. Meiana, in your religion, you can't marry cousins. I don't think anybody should marry their cousin. You said as a Muslim we can marry cousins, and I was in love with my cousin. Okay. Okay, Jerron. Oh my god. Jerron, please, Jerron. Jerron, please. I'm literally about to start crying. Jerron, please. Oh my god. You asking about my last name? Not Kevin Gates. Y'all, please. I cannot. Upper echelon. If you want to know my last name, you got to go to the description. Go to the description, click on the Amazon link. You're going to find my last name. Bro, I'm about to literally start shedding tears. Please, y'all, don't date y'all's cousins. I don't know why you would want to do that. I don't understand that. And Kevin Gates definitely was dating his cousin. That man's so ignorant. It's so sad because he's so intelligent and ignorant at the same time. How that work? It must be the hood ignorance. I don't know what's going on with that man. But yeah. He an Aquarius? Oh, that's why he a weirdo. Shiny said, I'm good socially. I'm very sociable. I told you my rising in Venus is in Aquarius. They're very sociable people. Yeah. Look, now she's talking about I'm Aquarius, and I was like, that's because he a weirdo. I'm sorry, Shauna. I'm not talking about you, girl. No, have someone giving their last name. Oh, have somebody giving me. Yeah, John, that's what I'm saying. He is very intelligent, but that's why I be like, he's so damn ignorant. Like, how you so damn intelligent and ignorant at the same time? That's the hood in him. I'm telling you, it's the hood in him. So let's talk about socialization and solitude, because the research suggests that you should get 1 to 3 hours of social contact daily. Now, mind you, if you work, that's already social contact, right? But social contact daily is linked to higher emotional well-being. So, let's say you work from home. You're not getting that 1 to 3 hours. Like, you need to go outside and be around individuals. Call somebody who you love. Talk to a friend, a family member. Talk to a cousin. Just talk to them now. Don't do nothing else. Oh, Rodrigo, no, for real. That man is a hoot. That man is a hoot, for real. So if y'all want to have higher emotional health and well-being, make sure you do socialize with people. That could be you looking at someone and waving, smiling, telling them good morning, good night, asking them how their day was, them asking you how your day was, you interacting with them, you telling them exactly what's on your mind. Sometimes you can just go out and trauma dump to strangers, in your free time. Like, you could just make up lies. That's pretty fun. You go to a stranger and you just say some most random out-of-pocket stuff, and, like, no one knew that you ever said that except for them, and then you're like, yeah, and then you just go about your day. Like, yeah, I just met this person in the grocery store, so I go up to them and I say, oh, I really love your shoes. Where'd you get them from? And they be like, oh, I got them from Skechers. And I'm like, oh, I just went to Skechers. Honestly, I was trying to steal a pair of shoes the other day. And when I was putting it in my purse, the man kept looking at me. And I'm like, I looked at him, he looked at me. And I was going to book it, but he was just looking at me too long. So I just put the shoe back up. And instead, I just grabbed one out on my way out. You know how much that just really brought me joy, just making something up like that to a stranger? And it made their day too. I'm just making stuff up, y'all. I'm just making stuff up. But if y'all want to be social, y'all don't know what to say, just start saying random stuff. Because who knows? Who knows who you're going to meet and who you're going to have a conversation with? Because you may say that and then they be like, oh, I do that too. Then boom, you just found somebody who is actually a sociopath, and you not even a sociopath. You never know. Sean said, I'm nothing like Kevin Gates. We 2 different types of Aquarius. Period. My friend said, boo. Boo, yeah. So you'll benefit from solitude as well. Yeah, you need to be outside. You need to be social. But you also need time alone. You be doing that sometimes. You be having fun rapping. Oh, have you seen them videos of that guy who would go through the Walmart with a boombox and he do like Walmart concerts? And he'll just go through rapping his music. That's very extroverted right there, baby. I'm like, how did you even do that? What made you even do that? So the benefits of having solitude is it improves your ability to feel autonomous and creative, and it lowers your stress because you're not worried about interacting with other people. You're not overstimulated by other people, what they saying. Upper echelon. What side you wear? No, for real. Look, you start telling people you steal, and then they start telling you where to plug at to get the boosters. You never know what you're gonna get when you start lying. They might start putting you on. You say you don't judge, not even judging Kevin Gates, okay? I mean talking when I say rapping. Oh, you have fun rapping. Oh, okay, that must be a lingo. Where you from? So you just be talking. That's why you so sociable, because you just start talking. Okay. So understand, yeah, you can be, introverted, or you could just enjoy your solitude. This is gonna be a good time for you to journal and focus on your goals, start working towards your goals, be goal oriented. But understand that the risk of being too much by yourself, it can really lower your satisfaction with your life overall and health when you're not getting those interactions. The risk of socializing too much, it can lead to burnout and emotional fatigue because you're constantly around people. You're constantly engaging with other people's energy, and you're not able to really balance your own energy. Okay, John said, when I'm home, I charge. When I go out, I shine and stand out. Period. Okay, my star. Hey, star. Hey, star. Upper echelon said it's okay to tell a good lie every now and again. No, facts. Like, I don't really lie too crazy or nothing. I don't think I really be thinking about lying like that, for real, for real. I think I do be too honest sometimes. But I think I'm going to start just saying random stuff to strangers. I feel like that's going to make my day a little bit more exciting. I think I need that little bit of excitement. So I'm going to just be like, oh yeah, my baby daddy at home, and I came to the grocery store because my boyfriend, he gave me some grocery money to go get some groceries. Just start saying lies, something to make me excited. I'm not promoting lying. Girl, not my neighbor coming upstairs, y'all. Not my neighbor coming upstairs. Who went live on Instagram? Not Kevin Gates. Not you follow Kevin Gates on Instagram. Ooh. So, one thing that I'm very interested in, though, is timing when it comes to leisure, which is why I added this to the conversation. Oh, I need to go to OKC. Where is that at? Where is that at? So, one thing that I'm really interested in is leisure time, in the timing, like in the morning, in the noon, and the afternoon. I want to see who's that. Who's that girl? Na 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 na. Literally. Oklahoma City. I need to go there. Period. It's fun to let the randomness be vocal. It's therapeutic. I think so too. Sometimes you just, because who will ever know? Like, who really cares in the day? Like, just have fun. You're not harming nobody, So, but yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm really interested in how you time your leisure time, because one thing I've been realizing where I am now with my life, I have so much stuff going on that when I get to the evening time, although I have leisure time for a few hours, I'm so tired. I just want to lay down and rest. I want to take a nap. I want to relax. I want to watch TV. I just want to do something that doesn't involve me moving much, right? And so I'm starting to realize that as a functional adult, I need to wake up early. No. Okay. I'm realizing because of how my schedule is, I have to go to bed early and wake up early. And I also have to stop eating before bedtime because the big back be big backing. Okay. So I be snacking before bed sometimes, and it's just not good for my sleep. I be realizing like, oh, I didn't get good sleep because I ate a bag of chips before I went to bed. And now I can't wake up and enjoy my leisure time because I want to sleep. So it's very important to think about when you really prioritize certain leisure times. And I was telling y'all also that I realized that my leisure activities, not leisure activities, my priorities have been skewed. So I'm realizing the only way I can really prioritize the important things is by getting up in the morning and doing it. Otherwise, I'm not going to have the mental stamina or energy to do it in the afternoon because I've already done so much by then that it's kind of like I just want to relax. And I shouldn't have to give up my relaxing to go and do more work that could have been done in earlier in the day. So this is what I'm coming to terms with for myself through having these conversations, especially with prioritizing leisure time. The foundational knowledge that I forgot to let you guys in on is that we need 2 to 5 hours of leisure time a day. Less than 2 hours makes you feel burnt out. More than 5 hours can sometimes lead to you feeling purposeless and unsatisfied with life. So leisure time is your free time, the time that you have where you have no obligations, nothing to do. You don't have to babysit, you don't have to clean up, you don't have to do homework, you don't got to do work in general. You don't got to go get your car fixed, you ain't got to go wash your car, you ain't got to go grocery shopping, right? You just have free time to do whatever you please. And you really spending your leisure time in this manner is what's going to support you in self-actualizing, as well as getting into that flow state. Flow state is what helps you manifest more of what you want in your life. So that's the foundational knowledge of leisure time. Shine, you said the older you get, the less people you meet. That's why older people be rapping sometimes when they go out to the store or work, because they're lonely and life just took its course. That's an interesting take. Because you know what else you could think about that in a different light is that the older you get, the more comfortable you are within yourself. And so now you feel more comfortable just having random conversations with people, and you get to understand the importance of it as well. That's just me thinking in a different mindset though. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just thinking a different mindset. Upper echelon, you said sometimes you have to see life like a child at a playground. They don't schedule the swing or slide, they just go play. Exactly. Exactly. Life is about playing. The more you play, the better life gets. Become a player. Yeah, I can see that, Shine. I can see that for sure. So, when it comes to morning leisure, this is going to be the time that is best for you to do things like journaling, meditating, reading, and planning. So if you're an introvert, you probably already do stuff like this. But as an introvert, it could be better for you to schedule your introverted leisure activities in the morning when you're just waking up. Not only does it prepare your mind for the day, it sets your mind for the day, but it also allows you to do what you enjoy doing. And that's what I'm realizing. That's my introverted time to do the things that I really enjoy to do, like writing and journaling, studying, and growing my business, things like that. So I've definitely been practicing it more of waking up early. But I'm not like on me. Like, I'm not down in myself if I don't wake up early, because I understand that life growth happens with push and pull. That's how I see growth. So I'm not gonna force myself to do something overnight. So when it comes to like midday leisure, so this is going to be like the afternoon, this is a perfect time for short breaks. So like if you need a mental recharge, let's say you at work, it's 12 o'clock, you need a little mental recharge. This is going to be you walking, doing a little breathing exercises, or even just a light movement, because it's allowing your body to like just move a little bit of that energy out, right? One thing I used to see people do often in different places that I worked is just walking around the building, walking in the hallway, walking outside the building. I would see lots of people doing this. I didn't never really ask them why they was doing it, but they was always doing it, especially inside like buildings. So sometimes you just need a little bit of time to readjust and realign to your energy. So that's the perfect time to do that, is during the middle of the day. And then during the evening, this is a good time for you to socialize. This is you winding down. This is you, having family dinner, a little bit of TV, reflective conversation. You see that in the evening, it's not going to be anything that's too extra. It's going to be things that are getting you prepared to go to bed. So winding down activities in general. You going to the mosque? Okay, shout out to the mosque. Okay, John. You said it's just scheduling just make me feel more and more like a robot. You get what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe it's me. No, I definitely understand what you're saying. I definitely understand what you're saying, because for me, structure is one thing that I like have I'd be like, dang, I don't like I want structure, but like I don't like feeling trapped. Sometimes structure can feel like being trapped, and that's what that robot feeling, hey early, that robot feeling can definitely feel like a feeling trapped energy for me. So I think the way that I see it, because I don't know exactly what you're responding to, upper echelon Don, but the way that I'm seeing this is that the timing of your leisure, you don't have to do it within these confines, but as a human, you are damn near a robot. Let's be so honest. You're a robot. If you actually get the book, if you get my book, the first words of one of my chapters is robot to robot, you are programmed. So literally, it's probably backwards, but it's the first robot to robot, you are programmed. So you are literally a robot. So sometimes we have to understand that, yes, it's unfortunate that we are confined to 3D reality, but there are things that are best for us to do. We don't have to follow it, but if we do follow it, sometimes it allows us to feel better about life. You said cutie shy, a little responsible and protective. Okay, a little responsible, my little Capricorn friend. Little Capricorn friend. So this is the timing. Everybody's schedule is different. Not everybody wakes up early in the morning, right? So you can't say that this is the best time for you to do something. Let's say you work overnight. You working. You at work. You at work at 5 o'clock in the morning. So you got to figure out a schedule that's best for you. Like when you wake up, maybe you wake up in the middle, maybe you wake up at 6 o'clock, right? And you start going to work. Well, then maybe right when you wake up is the time for you to journal. It's in the evening time, but that doesn't, the actual time on the clock does not dictate when you should do this. It's really based on your body signals, right? So your body signals is you're just waking up. Now your mind is prepared to program itself for the day. You can set your mind for what you want to manifest for that day, or how you want that day to go about. And then you go to, the midday, which could be at 12 o'clock in the morning, right? Okay, well, now you've been up for 6 hours. Let me do something to kind of, allow my body to reset in a healthy way. Let me maybe listen to some affirmation. Let me do something. John, time ain't real. Clock it. Clock it. All it is a measurement of the sun. That's all time is. It's a measurement of when the sun rises and sets. So, yeah. So it's just, you scheduling your leisure time is about what's best for you. It's not about what any book or calendar or clock says, okay? But at the end of the day, I see most of us are more introverted on here. That's why we on here, because we more introverted. Most of the extroverts outside doing something. But where you at, baby? Why is it 12 at night? Why is it so late, girl? But at the end of the day, you do need solo recharging moments, right? You need at least 10 to 16 minutes to really just decompress. Like when I get home from work, especially on busy days, I come home and I will just sit and watch TV and maybe eat something, and I'll just sit and decompress from the day. And that's just me not feeling like that's my leisure time of not having anything to do. Yes, facts for Rico. It's 8:05 where you from? 7 o'clock, and that's just a question. Oh, okay. No, what we was talking about earlier is time is not real. It does not dictate when you have leisure time. So if it's 12 o'clock, you may be up, you may be at work at 12 o'clock or doing something at 12 o'clock. You schedule your leisure time on when you need to do it. Okay. Hey, Omar from Kenya. Okay. And then you also need to make sure that you prioritize social connection as well. You're a human being. Like, humans exchange information. Humans bond. We're constantly bonding and exchanging information, communicating with people. So if you're not prioritizing communication and social interactions with somebody, something outside of you, you're depressing. You're depressing yourself, okay? So you want to make sure that you can find some type of weekly event, some type of call, groups of people that you can communicate with, some type of activities that feel meaningful. So that could be, that your hobby is playing board games. Okay, period, John. Am I in Maryland? No, I know you're in Maryland, but I want to go to Maryland one day. If I go to Maryland, Sean, I might hit you up, but don't be doing too much. You know how you be acting, Sean. Don't play. So, yeah, overall, like, that's the conversation when it comes to leisure and personality types, is that your personality, you're more introverted. You're going to be doing, your leisure time is going to probably be more home focused, right? You can already think about it now. What leisurely activities do you do? Sean, look, they laughing. I wasn't trying to be too funny, Sean. I was just, okay. So, you already have leisure activities that you do in your day-to-day. Is there any leisurely activities that you guys are interested in doing? Because, like, right now, my leisure activities look like journaling, watching TV, watching movies. Okay, early said reading. That's me all the way, Real Rico. That's my personality type, is honest too. That's a personality type that yeah, for sure, honest. Johnny said making music. Omar said my currently time is 3 or 8 a.m. and I'm just chillaxing, I can't stop watching online. Okay, are you doom scrolling? Is that what you're saying? Or you just can't stop watching the videos that we making? Smuggler. Ooh, okay, you intelligent, girl. What's that about? That don't sound like somebody kidnapping. What, girl? What you watching? What you reading about? I love that you're reading, though. It's not too many literate people. A lot of people don't read. Stay smart. So hold up. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. So, yeah. Those are the hobbies that I have. I do like to jump rope every now and again. I just be so tired. And one thing about it is that I'm not consistent with exercising at all. You read that book in high school? Okay, Rico. So it's appropriate, is what I'm hearing. It's appropriate. So, yeah. I like to do my makeup in the morning sometimes if I have time. I like to do my hair. These are the things when I have a lot of time, this is what I like to do. When I have a lot of time in the world, I love to do my hair. I love to dress up. I love to just look at myself in the mirror sometimes. Sometimes I can't help it. You said, I be chilling, I'm very fun. You'll be laughing with me. I treat you like All the rest of my friends, I'm good. I'm good to them. Maybe too good. I'm always coming out of the pocket, shaking my head. People think I got it. Well, girl, if you always coming out the pocket, that's why they think you got it. That's why they think you got it, because you always got it when they ask for it. They're like, you got it, you say, I got it. That's why they think you got it, because you always say, I got it. He's a drug, see? Not a drug dealer. All over the country, USA, and he carried drugs from Arkansas to Columbia. And girl, you know what? As long as you're reading. As long as you're reading. Right, Omar, don't that sound like Pablo's story? But he was Mexican. Ain't he Mexican? John, you know it. Don't let me get my hair done. Yeah, y'all can't tell me nothing with my hair done. That's where I'm going on vacation, and Pablo Escobar is in it. Okay, girl. Sounds educational. I love that for you, early. Stay smart. Learn about the drug dealers, girl. Bill Clinton. Okay, she's in presidents' names. Okay, early girl. I'm so proud of you, girl. I'm so proud of you, friend. See, keep it up. So, I really have been wanting to try archery. It's been on my to-do list for a couple of months, and I have not done it. I've definitely done archery before, but it was when I was a kid. So I want to go do archery again as an adult. He said, I've been in the mirror glazing herself. What you be saying to yourself? What I be saying? Okay, hold up. Sometimes it depends. It depends. Because don't let me get cute. Don't let me be about to go outside now. Don't let me be about to go outside. I be like, ooh, you looking good, girl. Like, look at the body. I like, oh my God, girl. What the heck? I'm like, what? What's going on? I'm like, girl, I can't even look at myself. Ooh, but I'm looking at myself. I can't help it, girl. You look good. What I be saying. Clock it. I'm like, that's why these hoes be so mad at me. Like, dang, I can't help it. I'm like, wow, Meiana, look at you, girl. You're really that girl. Like, wow. That's what I be saying. It's your dad's book. Okay, he letting you read it in the movie is American Made. Okay. John, you said you want a bow and arrow. Have y'all seen that black man on TikTok? I seen him on TikTok. He be using the bow and arrow to go fishing. I said, I ain't never seen that in my whole entire life. He literally be using the bow and arrow. He be pulling it back and he'll hit an actual fish in the water. I'm like, bow and arrow fishing? Type of man I need around me. Because what the hell? How you learn that skill? How do you learn to go get a bow and arrow and shoot it in the water? And hit a fish. And hit it exactly where it needs to be hit. Like, that's crazy. Omar, you said, do you like exploring life? Like traveling and all? Are you kind of one? Are you kind of one? I like short distance travel. I think I like that a little bit more than long distance travel because I need to know that I can get back home whenever I want to get back home. So I really do like short distance traveling. I like to do like 2.5 hour drive somewhere. Something like that. Like, I like road trips. I like to drive places. So yeah, that type of traveling for sure. You do the bow and arrow too, Rico? Okay. We got some Renaissance men in here. Y'all talking for a long time is crazy. You say you always wanted a ninja sword. That would be pretty cool, upper echelon. That would be pretty cool. You'd be like, you'd be in the room like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you, John. Thank you, friend. Early, you say you do archery, but you don't do anymore. I do shooting sports though. Shooting sports. Clay with a shotgun. Okay, Early, my little country girl. Okay. Okay, girl. Welcome back, Kelvin. So I look in the mirror and say, yep, there go a real one, period. Period. Oh, I gotta show y'all what I was talking about earlier now. That's the conversation over. The closest I got into archery is on the Wii. Oh, shoot. Oh, my God. Not on the Wii. You save ammunition, too. You get that ball. I need to. I want to do archery. I really want to try it. Mind y'all, I have uploaded... I have put my Pinterest in the description. So if you guys want to check out the Pinterest full of hobbies, it's a lot of hobbies on there. Like when I tell you I just added hobbies out the wazoo. It's a lot of hobbies on that Pinterest. So let me see. So if y'all are interested in just exploring different types of hobbies, something that you may have not done before, that is the perfect thing for you to do. It has 323 pins on there. It also has a lot of careers. Just look up Meiana the Sage. So, like, I'll show y'all some of the hobbies. Hold up. It's so many. When I tell y'all, it's so many. And I definitely have some definitely repeated, but I wish I could share my screen with you guys. But we'll just scroll and look at it together. So she walking, she in the gym, she jump roping, outside with the animals, pottery, stretching, get that stretch on, bike riding. I used to ride bikes a lot, but I gave my bike away when I moved because I needed some money. I said, this bike is, I'm not going to use this bike. She outside with the giraffes. She's ziplining. I just went ziplining a couple of months ago. Was it? Yeah, it was a couple of months ago. I went ziplining. That was pretty fun. I almost passed out because it was so hot. Horseback riding. I don't know what that is. I don't think that's kayak. That looked like kayaking, but that looked like paddle boarding. So many different types of hobbies. Now, mind you, this is more girly, but as a guy, you can definitely go through and look at these as well. Going to play video games. Just follow me early. Puzzles. Ziplining is scary to you, babe. I love ziplining. Going skating. Games. Hey, Diamond. You like bowling? That's a good hobby. Gymnastics. Golf. I've tried to put as many as I found, even if I have no interest in it, because this is for the people. Ballerina. Studying. So this is just a whole bunch of hobbies. If you are interested in finding a new hobby, you can literally find one if you just scroll through here. If you like, I just need one hobby, you scroll through here, you're going to find at least one hobby that you're interested in. At least one. Animation. Going out for ice cream and just enjoying the day. But now that I showed y'all all the hobbies, it's not a lot of people who like play sports in here. But those are definitely hobbies. Sean, you said, I miss bike riding when I was young. Hey, Scott. Some years ago, I used a bike for a week, getting back and forth to work. It was for a few days, but I'm going to buy a bike. I want to ride some trails. Oh, yeah. That's really fun. Oh, you play sports? What sports you play, Rico? Yeah, I really want to get me another bike, but I don't have the space right now. So I want to get some more space and then get me another bike. I used to ride bikes literally like all the time, like around 2020 to 2022. Those 2 years I was riding bikes a lot. Scott, you said my personality is abrasive but giving. That's very interesting. When I think abrasive but giving, I think about like a crab that like snaps back at you, but like also a crab symbolizes Cancer energy. So Cancer energy is like the most giving, caring. Oh, he played basketball. Okay, John, got good memory. Of course, I got you, babe. But I'm not. I'm not logged in on my Pinterest on this phone, so I gotta do it on my other phone. Okay, yeah. Scott, you said my bike is so outdated, but it's folds and full blown free ride. Okay, period. Okay, shout out to the Virgo. No, but I'm not saying that you are Cancer, but that's what it reminds me of is Cancer energy, because the Cancers represent crabs. Crabs are very like snappy, but at the same time, Cancer energy is very giving, like motherly, maternal, you know? So that's why I said that. But let me show y'all something. How I do this, y'all. Okay. Okay. So I got something to show y'all. So y'all know I told y'all I was doing an experiment with my students. Y'all know I was telling y'all I did an experiment with my students, right? So the experiment that we did was the apple experiment. Good apple, bad apple experiment. So what happens is the students, I didn't participate, but my students, they will say nice things to the good apple and they would say mean things to the bad apple. We did this for about 3 to 4 weeks. So the way that it worked is I only saw them one time a week. So I would just bring the apples into the classroom. Let me start from the beginning. Let me start from the very beginning. So the way that it worked is that I took one apple, I cut that one apple in half, and I put them in 2 different separate jars. Let me go get the jars so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Okay, give me a second. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. People don't always like hearing what I have to say. I'm logical and fact driven. Okay. Okay, period. No, Cancers are moody, but it's always because they're ruled by the moon every time moon goes into another zodiac sign. Yeah, I feel you when you say that, Sean, definitely. So I have the same, now I gotta take the background off. So we have the same apple, right? I have one apple, I cut it in half. I put it in 2 different jars. I wrote good on this jar. I wrote bad on this jar. So I took it to my students' classroom. I seen them one time a week. We did this for about 3 to 4 weeks. We're just gonna say 4 weeks because I think it was 4 weeks, but I didn't count. So I don't know for sure. So what happened was I would put this on one desk. One student would come up at a time. I opened both of these up. So they would be open. I took the lid off, set it to the side, and they would say something mean to this apple, and they would say something nice to this apple. And these are kids, so the mean things that they would say is, you're not getting no Robux, no recess for you. You have a low IQ. You're mean. You're stupid. You know, things like that. That's what they would say. And for the good apple, they were like, you're going to get recess. You're nice. You're pretty. You're smart. And then for my nonverbal kids, because some kids, they don't speak, they would just be like this. Or they would be like this. Right? So that's how they spoke to these apples. They didn't touch these apples. They never, well, they did touch it towards the end. They didn't touch the actual apple. They would just touch the jar. But at the very beginning, they never picked it up, right? I was the only one handling it. And then all I would do was just put the lid back on. and then put it in the drawer until the next week. I never even looked at it again because I was never in the room because they made me move. So I just kept it in the room, in my old room, until I fully moved into my new room. And so I never touched it unless I was going into that classroom. We just finished this, Tuesday? And this one is actually starting to mold. It has a little bit of mold now on there. But you can kind of see this water looks clear, right? It is starting to mold now. It wasn't molding a week ago. Or it wasn't molding at the beginning of the week. It didn't look like it was molding. But you can kind of see it's molding now. But the water is clear. This one, you see the difference in the water? You see the difference in the water? And this one is very moldy. Mind you, this is the same apple. Same jar. Only difference is one's good, one bad. That's what I said. So let me show y'all a better picture so y'all can see. Mind you, this is me at work today. This is me on my way to work. Okay. So this is the good apple. This is the good apple because I just brought it home. This is before it started molding. So I just took this picture Tuesday. It's only Friday. So I just took this picture Tuesday. So this is what it looked like on Tuesday. Right? Oh, period, John. Period. This is the bad apple, y'all. This is the bad apple. Just as cute as you want to be. Real Rico now. I don't know if that's a compliment. Hola, Bruno. Bienvenidos. This is the bad apple, y'all. Y'all see it started to mold at the core. Do you see that? It started to mold at the core. So, y'all, pay attention to what you're telling yourself and what your environment is telling you about who you are. Mythbusters group plans doing something similar but with music. One classical and one with metal. I don't remember the outcome. LOL. You know what that actually reminds me of that you say that? Scott, one of my favorite books is called what's that book called? The Secret of Water or something like that. It's a book that talks about an experiment done on water. And it's a really good book. It's what taught me the importance of affirmations because your body is majority water. And so it's the same thing. They didn't use plants, but they did the same experiment with water. And then they like froze the water and took like a flash image, some type of image, specialized image of the water. And you could see how the crystallized version of it looked. With classical music, the crystallized version was more prettier. With like metal music, the crystallized version was like not as cute. Apples are your favorite fruit? Not somebody cursed that apple. No, like for one of my kids did say bitch. And I said, girl, who the hell are you talking to? I didn't say it like that, but I said, she said, oh, yeah, I said, oh, don't ever say that again. The hell you think this is? So honestly, what it made me start thinking about, because food is going to rot regardless, food is going to get rotten, but it made me start thinking about praying over my food. Like I didn't grow up praying, like let me reel it in my home life, in my primary home life. I did not pray over my food, but like if I was at my grandparents' home, we always prayed over our food with my grandparents. Oh, thank you, Scott. I appreciate you, friend. Scott over here sending the cash ass. Thank you, friend. I appreciate you. Shout out to Scott one more time. But yeah, it definitely taught me the importance of praying over the food, and not like oh, thank you for this meal, but blessing the food. Because I was thinking, y'all don't make me get into the spiritual conversation, y'all, but I was thinking about there's a difference between praying over your food and blessing your food. Okay, I won't do it again, Scott. I won't do it again. I'm sorry, friend. But what's the background? It's a bad apple. We're talking about an experiment that I've done with my students. This is experiment that I've done with my students. It won't let me do it. I gotta turn it back on. So, yeah, it definitely taught me the difference between praying and blessing your food. Blessing the food is saying good things. You are blessed. You are providing nutrients to me. Thank you for providing nutrients. You know, letting it know the purpose of it, purpose of consuming it, versus just eating food without thinking about it. So, because a thought have frequency, your thoughts are words speaking to yourself. Yeah, music is therapeutic. With or without words is energy. I love it here. I love it here. Yes, exactly. Exactly. So yeah, David, what we're talking about is a good apple, bad apple experiment. It's actually linked in my playlist. If y'all go to my playlist, I have a lot of different videos that talk about this type of experiment. The playlist is called Thoughts Create Reality. So I have lots of experiments. One is on apples, one is on plants, one is on rice. If y'all have ever seen the rice experiment. You have a hypersensitive personality. Why are you hypersensitive, baby? You're neurotic. That's one of the ones we just talked about, neuroticism. It's a good experiment. Facts. Facts. So I'm going to do it again with my older kids. I'm super excited. Let me turn the background off so y'all can see it one more time. I'm super excited to do it with my older kids. This time, I won't put any water in it. Because I think the reason why one molded quicker is because I added water. And the fact that this is molding now is because I added water to it. But it was good to know that if you add water, you'll see one mold quicker. Yeah, David, it's a personality type. Look it up, baby. We was talking about different leisure activities that one would like to do based on their personality types. And based on you saying that you're highly hypersensitive, neuroticism sounds like something that you're on that little end of living, you know. Exactly, Sean. And that's what I'm gonna start doing. I prayed over my food today when at lunch. I was like, okay, I'm gonna pray over it. Now my little snack on my way home, I didn't pray over that. I'm gonna need to pray over it next time. But yeah, I'm gonna start doing a little prayer. I'm gonna start implementing these things into my life. That's exactly who I was talking about, Sean. That's the book that I was just talking about. The water book. Sean, you own it, girl. I don't know why you belong here, friend. You belong here. That's one of my favorite books, y'all. You can that's Ox. Oh my god, y'all. That's actually linked. John, please. Please, John. Please. So if you look at my playlist, I have my manifestation music right here if y'all want some manifestation songs. Here's the experiment that I got this from. So this is Thoughts Create right there. And I have lots and lots of videos that talk about this. Here's Dr. Emoto right here. And when they was talking about the music, this is one of the experiments that talk about the music. Here's another Apple experiment right there. So if y'all are interested, definitely check it out in the playlist. But upper echelon, oh my god, y'all. If y'all are interested, y'all should definitely go and watch some of those videos. But upper echelon, why you say the placebo effect? What made you say that? Y'all know I'm traumatized. I got enough here for myself. But But yeah, y'all want to talk anything else about leisure and personality? Y'all got any questions? Anything y'all want to expand on? I did have a little bit of something, but it wasn't too much. Is it why people bother me rather quickly? Yeah, maybe emotionally, if you feel emotionally overwhelmed by these people, definitely. Okay, Scott having a better life. Shout out to the microdosing. Yeah, since I know it's a lot of adults on the live so far, 1 year I did the rooms like 4 or 5 times in 1 year, y'all. It was a crazy year. I was cleaning rooms, if y'all know what I mean, rooms, like 4 or 5 times. It was crazy. Hey, baby. Come say hi. Come say hi to your aunties and uncles. Say hi to your aunts and uncles. Major OCD. You think it's control issues, David? Yes, baby Jackwire. Hey, my sunny oney. You want a kiss? I love you. He don't like when I give him too many kisses. Y'all want to hear him purr? Here, baby. Come purr for the camera. Come purr for the camera. Because it's so relaxing. Just in case y'all need a little ASMR tonight before you guys go to bed. Here's your little ASMR. You want to get down? Come here, sunny oney. My baby. Where the treats at? He's the treat. He's my treat. I just eat him up. Yum, yum, yum. He gets so tired of me, y'all. Because he want to do what he want to do. I want to do what I want to do. I want to give him kisses. He want to run around. But when I start running around, he gets tired of me running around with him. Oh no, he be in his own world. I just give him a hug and love and do whatever he want to do. I wish I could spoil him more. He deserves the world. He deserves the world. One day I want to get him his own room. You said we've been working out. Maybe it's because I'm affecting what's to be with my intentions. Sean, what you talking about? Words can be healing. You can manifest your desires through words. That's why I don't get what you say about me and the girl. Oh, you trying to manifest her, Sean? I don't actually understand my personality sometimes. I have the ability to be combative, but I'll pull over and help strangers. I go feed homeless people. I'm sarcastic and rude to my friends, joking. And you rub people wrong because you ain't got no filter. Not lucky cat, John. Hey, Indra. Hey, how are you, friend? How you been? Scott, I don't know about that one, friend. And for you, Shine, when it comes to like manifesting, oh, there you go. You said, I don't know you. I came across an interview that DMX wife had done recently. She loved DMX, right? And she was praying to be bind together. He was actually mistreating her through it all. That's the problem. Upper echelon, that's what I was saying. Don't that sound like Cancer energy? But he said no. I think Cancer could be high in his chart though. Because what it's Virgo and then Cancer, right? I think Cancer is definitely high in the chart because that's definitely Cancer energy. It's unhealthy Cancer energy. The thing about that, Shine, when it comes to people manifesting SPs, here, baby. When it comes to people manifesting SPs, is that I'm trying to figure out how to put this. Yes, anything is possible. Yes, anything is possible. But sometimes when you love yourself so much, you don't try to force things that are not working out. So what that looks like is, with the DMX wife, he's abusing her, and I've seen this like many times in real life with women who stay with men who want to be with that man for some reason. The thing about it that a lot of people miss when they have a strong attachment to a specific person, and they really, even through all the really bad things happening in that relationship, they really want it to last. The thing about it is that they're missing the validation that they're getting from that person. That doesn't mean that that person is actually verbally validating you and telling you that, hey, you're beautiful, you're an amazing, or they're giving you anything. What that is that you see something in that person that you cannot give to yourself. So if I can be honest, because I've had to do a lot of mental reflection through dating people as well, I had as someone who has these type of spiritual beliefs, right? I attract a lot of Christian men. I attract a lot of Christian men. I don't understand it. And so I once attracted a man who I was dating who had very similar beliefs to me. They were not exact, but he was open-minded. He was not religious, but he grew up religious. So I had a mindset of, when it got to a point where we were not working out, and I knew this is not going to work out long term because we have different values. We have different desires for a long-term family relationship. I knew that for me personally, I would not last in this relationship because of our different values. So it took me a minute to be able to get over that relationship because I was validated through my spiritual beliefs where I felt seen. Where in other relationships, I did not get that. I'm being honest with you because we cool. So I can be honest with y'all. So when it comes to people who really stick beside a man or a woman when that relationship is not working for them, is unhealthy and actually abusive, is because they're getting validated in some way where they cannot validate themselves. Lord. You said, I'm not trying to. I once had a stalker that was a Cancer. What, Scott? Scott. Oh my God. Can't, oh Lord. Okay, great. You know what, Scott? I just told y'all about my neighbor. He got a stalker who stole his girlfriend's car 2 times and ran him over with a car. And he had to get stitches, and he tried to file a police report, and they didn't accept the restraining order. You better be careful. But Shine said, I'm not trying to manifest her. I ain't doing nothing. I'm chilling. I told her she must be crazy or have something. I know this guy has always protected me from what I thought I wanted. Exactly. You have to move. You have to move. And you should have hit. Boy, you crazy. Scott, I ain't not about to play with you. You had to move. That's crazy. But yeah, I do find that a lot of people's problem is their need for external validation. And even I was going through this just recently. And this is why I have to do a lot of reflection, because I'm human too. I was really seeking validation from the universe for something that I want to manifest in my life. And I was really seeking external validation. I was like, send me a sign, send me a sign, send me a sign. And then I said, fuck it. You're not sending me no signs. I made my own sign. I can't tell y'all what it is until it manifests. I'll tell y'all when it manifests. But I said, fuck it. I'll just make my own sign. And that's what I did. I just made the sign myself. And now I remind myself through the sign that I made that it's coming. So, fuck it. Thank you, universe, for reminding me that I'm the only one to validate myself. And even when the universe is validating me, it's really my own spirit doing it. So, thank you. You know, Scott. Pisces woman is the scariest woman for you? Every Pisces woman I know is a scammer. I don't know a lot of them, but the few that I do know have always been scammers. And not just scammers in the way of like actually scamming the banks, but very cunning. Like, okay, how am I going to get away with A, B, and C? How am I going to, you know, put the veil over their eyes type stuff? Like, I'd be like, these Pisces women, they crazy. But I'm a Pisces moon girly, so you trying to scam, just don't get caught. So, your last ex was a Pisces. Oh my. What was it, good or bad, Rico? Was the experience okay? What was the problem? Y'all wanna see what I made though? She was a scammer. Oh, not y'all getting scammed by the Pisces. Y'all see what I made? This is not the sign I was talking about, but this is something that I didn't make it. I had ChatGPT make it for me. But it's a comparison, because this is what my belief systems are. If you compare yourself, a human is made up of cells, but you can compare a cell to a human, because when a group of cells come together, it makes tissue. When a group of humans come together, it makes a neighborhood. When a group of tissues come together, it makes an organ, like your heart. When a group of neighborhoods come together, it makes a town or a city. When a group of organs come together, it creates an organ system. When a group of towns and cities come together, it creates a nation or a civilization. When a group of organ systems come together, it makes a whole organism, aka the human. And then the civilization makes a whole global network of people, aka the earth, which is a living organism. So obviously I showed up late, but what the correlation between personality and leisure you were telling us about. Summary for the day. So the summary of personality and leisure. Depending on what type of personality you have, would you say you're abrasive as well as caring? Depends on the type of leisure that you're going to be more prone to do. Let's say you're more introverted. More introverted people are going to be more prone to doing activities that may be more home-based or isolated or even individualistic, right? So that's going to be like you maybe sitting in a house, doom scrolling, meditating, journaling, reading a book, you know, more creative hobbies in your own home, sewing, artistic work, any type of alone type hobbies. Versus if you're more extroverted, you're gonna like to be outside, be around people, be around groups of people, go to festivals, parties, go to like game nights, family dinners, things like that. And then you have the meeting in the middle, ambivert, which you could be a mixture of both introvert and extroverted, and you'll probably like a mixture of all those things. I feel like most people are ambiverted, but you can lean towards one end of the spectrum. So if you want to go back and rewatch the whole live, listen to it all. That's what we talked about. So yeah. So you an ambivert, Scott. So you like the mixture of both. So you probably like to do all the things, all of it. So yeah, I made this because this is my belief system. Is that we are, if you compare us to anything, we are just cells, right? We are just cells that make up the universe. In the same way that you have healthy cellular systems is the same way that you have a healthy physical body. So I like to, I got this idea from Bruce Lipton. I like Bruce Lipton a lot. And yeah. Music for 20 years. Okay, new hobby every month. Period. New hobby. Hey, Jared. Welcome back, friend. You know, Jared, you missed the Spirituality Live. We did that because of you. You missed it. Where was you at? That was like, what, like last week? So, yeah. Life is amazing. I'm doing well. I'm doing really well, y'all. You like to crochet? See, Scott, you're very active. Because you say a new hobby every month. Scott, didn't you tell me you have a lot of tattoos too? I can't remember what you told me you do. But I think you told me you have a lot of tattoos. You coming from work. Okay, hardworking man. Period. Shout out to all the hardworking men in the chat. Yeah, you got a lot of tattoos. Yeah. Yeah. Very creative. Very creative, Scott. But yeah. I feel like I'm very adventurous as well. I didn't add that to my personality, but I'm very adventurous and I'm a risk taker. I'm very much a risk taker. Like, I enjoy taking risk. And I always feel like if this is what I really feel like doing, I have no choice but to land on my feet. So with some of my personality, with some of my hobbies, sometimes it can be like risk-taking activities. Like I told you guys a couple of months ago, I went by myself. I went and did, what is it called? Zip lining in the tree adventures. Low rep learning helps a mimic. Boy, now we got a mime in the chat. Yeah, the topic now is about personality. Make sure you rewatch the spirituality one. Let me see. This is what we're going to talk about one day. We're going to talk about this. The hierarchy of leisure activities. So creative leisure is the most self-actualizing because we're human beings, we're meant to create. Active leisure, social leisure. And then mind you, ChatGPT made this, so it messed up some of this. But primary leisure, foundational leisure linked to sleep and rest. So the leisure pyramid, yes. So these are the hierarchy of leisure. So all leisure is good leisure, but the most supportive to your self-actualization is creative leisure. So even crocheting actually is a very creative leisure activity. But a lot of times you see crocheting, sometimes I think about older women in groups of people. So it could be considered a social leisure activity. So Dum, 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 dum. 25:37. 25:37. Class was fun. Was it? What should we talk about? Let me get my list so y'all can choose the next conversation on Sunday. Give me my list. You think about older women, yeah. I used to crochet when I was younger. I still have some crocheting needles. Let me see. I just don't have anything to crochet with. Here's my handy dandy backpack of like markers and coloring pencils and stuff. I have so much stuff in here. How long am I on? I don't know. I don't have a set time. I'm just talking right now. Where's my list so y'all can choose the next topic? Now time for a new hobby. Scott, I love that. I love that. You get one thing in and now you're ready for the next one. But you still exploring and creating. I love it a lot. But my old phone is going so slow. Like, why are you going so slow? She can talk, yeah. I'm just here talking with y'all. Having an effect. Now, I don't know how strong the MXY effect is, but I pray for them to be bonded was backfiring. The signs of that was mistreatment. Yeah. It's crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 6 more conversations because I couldn't think about any other topics to have a conversation on. These are the only ones that I could think about. So if y'all think about any other conversations, y'all let me know. So these are the ones that I have so far. And y'all tell me what y'all want to talk about next. We kind of hit on this a little bit. Oh my God, y'all. So we kind of hit on the manifestation a little bit when we did our spirituality and religion conversation. But when I took it off the list, I got a ringing in my left ear. So I said, oh, put it back on the list. And maybe we can find more, I can find more information to expand that conversation. Jared, yes, sir. I'll drink some more water. I do need to drink a lot of water because I just be up here. That's just no. For me, I don't just get that anytime, you know. If I just got that randomly, Scott, I would be like, oh, that's just tendinitis. But the fact that I literally erased it off of my list, and immediately when I erased it off the list, I got ringing in my ear. And I said, okay, let me put it back on the list. And I put it back on the list and the ringing disappeared. That's a sign. And I don't play about the signs, baby. So we got leisure and manifestation. I can expand that conversation. We just did personality types. I wanted to do the third one is gender, the trends of leisure, and the stats of leisure. So that's a more general conversation, but it's still an important one to have nevertheless. I wanted to do the history of leisure. So in the past, right? A whole lot about that. Especially what the philosophers were saying. Leisure, money, and abundance. Talking about leisure time in relation to income, finances, how much people work. I wanted to do leisure, the nervous system, and physical health. So the importance of leisure on your physical health and well-being, mental health, all those things. How it supports you in regulating your nervous system. I think that also goes into the manifestation topic, but, you know. And then the last one is the hierarchy of leisure, which I just showed you that chart. But, you know, building that up so you guys have awareness over that. So what would y'all be more interested in talking about next time? You said my Cambodian friend said bringing in your ear means something bad is going to happen. What the hell? No, I don't believe that. I've never had anything bad happen just because I heard ringing. I always felt like ringing to me personally because I took an ideology class And based on the y'all know I study communication, so I had to learn about ideology in one of my classes. So what they said is that it's no real correlation. There's nothing really, no science behind why it occurs. But to me, high frequency sounds around you, you think about your energy, you're just a sound being, right? You're constantly like manifesting a sound whether you hear it or not. So when you hear sound, I just think it's a being communicating something to you. I don't know. It just feels like something is communicating something to me through the sound. Everybody saying physical and mental health. Okay, we'll do that one. Hey, Alex. If there's a thing that helped me feel like I am mentally good, should I keep doing it? What is it? I mean, because if you wouldn't be asking me, what is it? Because there are some things like drugs that help people feel mentally good, because what happens is it distracts them from having to deal with the real issues at hand. But it's just that, a distraction. It's not really allowing you to feel satisfied. So there's things that's going to allow you to feel good, but it doesn't satisfy you. It's just a temporary satisfaction for the flesh. We're looking for a long-term fulfillment and satisfaction. So no, if it's not good, if you are listening to this as not good, but it helps you feel good in that moment, you shouldn't keep doing it. You should do things that help you feel satisfied long term. Your ear ringing is literally just hair inside dying. It could be. It could be, Scott. But like I said, I'm taking it as a sign. Because I don't really get, like, I don't just get ringing in my ear all the time. And like I said, as soon as I erased it, I heard the ringing. When I put it back on, it disappeared. So I don't play. It's a spiritual meaning. Yeah. And I always find it interesting when there's no science behind something. Because you said it's just hair inside dying. I don't think so. Sage in my country is a nice flower plant. Yeah. Yeah. You eat sage and shepherd's pie. Okay. I don't know if I've ever had shepherd's pie before. Only thing I use sage for is to sage my apartment. That's about it. Other than that, no. You like to sage yourself? Yeah. Because sage is a detoxifying thing for the environment. Like when you burn it, it detoxifies the environment, or purifies the environment. That's why I think they probably tie it to like spiritual cleansing. Because when you are cleansing your environment, you cleansing the air, that's cleansing the spirit. You cleansing the air, you cleansing the spirit, because what you breathing. What's the spirit? Rosemary and thyme, but I digress. Sky, you be cooking? You be cooking, friend? What you be cooking? It's good for the nerves. Y'all, what y'all want to talk about? I know we talking about plants and stuff, but y'all want to talk about anything else? I know Sean was just talking about DMX and his wife. I don't promote unhealthy relationships. I don't like that chasing after somebody who's harming you consistently. Like, I don't like that. Because there's somebody out there who you can have an easier relationship with. It's no reason to, you know, struggle. You're Meiana the Sage. Yes, I am Meiana the Sage. I am her. And this right here is my apophyllite crystal. Let's talk about something. This is my apophyllite crystals. Yeah, you don't know her situation? Yeah, me neither. I don't know her situation either. Scott said I can cook anything. I spent 8 years in high-end kitchens before switching to a tray. Okay, Scott, when I say you switch activities like you switch your clothes, you said do a reading. It's not reading day. It's not reading day. That's only on Thursdays, y'all. Catch me on a Thursday. I have healing energy. Yeah, I think it's definitely natural. I cannot help it. I cannot help it. That's why I just try to be quiet more often. Do one on us. On who? Who is us? Girl, I'm not about to play with you. Sean, I'm not about to play with you. I ain't chasing after anybody that's in a relationship. Yeah. Girl, Sean. Sean, I'm not about to play with you. Yeah. That's definitely for Thursdays. I like to keep it on that day because it allows me to still continue my conversations. I feel like these conversations are a little bit more important to have more often. And if people want a reading, I feel like you could just purchase a reading, like, you know, you could just purchase a reading and you can get one and I'll call you and we can have that conversation, you know, over the phone. You getting a reading next Thursday? Okay, period. I can't wait. What? You always, Scott? That's what I was telling you, friend. Your psychic abilities are opening up. Your awareness to the psychic realm is opening up. And you're going to change your life coming soon. Thank you, John. You know what I'll tell y'all? Since we're on here, I'll tell y'all what got me into tarot reading, since that's what we're talking about. So, I showed y'all this on Thursday's live. You doing lips now? Always. Y'all know sitting on live talking for a long time. And, you know, doing cards is different because I have something to distract myself with. But I just be sitting up here talking. I be having to adjust myself a lot. Mind you, these are a year apart. Look how similar they look. These are 2 different places a year apart. This is my aura. I haven't gotten an aura picture in a long time. Yeah, Sean, how you liking it? I know you told me you read like up to a few pages. Have you been reading it? Let me know. Oh, this is backwards. Again, this is my aura, y'all. If y'all wonder what my aura is like. This is the more recent, but this was 4 years ago. So I haven't gotten an aura picture in a long time. I need to go get one. But the first day I bought my first deck of tarot cards was September. Damn. It was actually 5 years ago to this day. September 26, 2020, y'all. This is my anniversary. It's my anniversary, y'all. Y'all, it's my anniversary and I didn't even know it. This is my first deck of cards. These are not tarot cards. These are oracle cards. Let me show y'all. So this is my first deck of cards that I started reading with. Y'all, it's my anniversary. Okay, girl. I'm excited for you, baby. Y'all, I gotta celebrate. Wow, that's a really amazing cartomancy, y'all. Tony Tone anniversary. Okay, it's my anniversary. No, for real, that's amazing. Like, I never really celebrated my anniversary. This is the first deck of cards I bought. So let me tell you what happened. Y'all ready? So around this time, this is actually a long story, y'all. Around this time, I think it was around, this was around 2020. And I remember I was in school, and like it really wasn't much going on in my life, but I remember I just started seeing 444 everywhere. And before this, I wasn't like too spiritual. I wasn't into angel numbers. I wasn't into tarot readings. Like, what was I into? At the time, what I was into was resin, making earrings. Let me see if I can find like some pictures or something on this old phone. But I was into making earrings, making ashtrays, going out to the park. I would go to the park, walk around, go to the lake. So that's what I did in my free time around this time. And I was also in school. So yeah, you can call them that. But they're just called playing card oracles. That's what they call itself. Look, so I can show y'all what I used to do around this time. So I used to be into making ashtrays and stuff. I'm very artistic, honestly. Very artistic. So I used to make ashtrays and earrings. So these is earrings and ashtrays that I used to make. It had flowers in it. Hold up, go back. So this is me. I used to try to sell it and stuff, because this is what I was into at the time. I'm an artist as well, so I used to do art. So this is some artwork that I used to do. So that glowed in the dark. This glows in the dark. I used to love making glow in the dark stuff. Look, this is me. I did some dot drawing. We have a lot in common. Okay, friendship goals. Look, I got makeup on my fingers. Friendship goals. I'm just very creative. That's why I tell the young ones to just be creative. Like, just have fun. Like, all I used to do was just do art. And like, this is a drawing at my grandma's house. I used to love Rick and Morty. This glowed in the dark too. Like, this is not 100% the story, but I'm just showing you where I was in this point in my life. This is what I was doing with my free time. This is what I painted. Y'all see my son next to my paintings. This is an ashtray I made for an aunt. It's an ashtray I made for a coworker. Yes, these are some earrings. I like this. Is what I did during 2020. I made earrings and ashtrays. It's an ashtray I made for somebody. I used to love doing it. It used to be a good hobby that I used to have, but I didn't do it anymore. Look, now you got me reminiscing. But let's see. I used to love my artwork. I used to have a good old time doing art. Art. The Office. Anywho, so around that time, that's what I was doing with my life. And then I just started seeing 444 out of nowhere. Like, and I just used to be like, why? Like, because I wasn't spiritually tapped in. Like, that's not something that I was like interested in or anything 100%. But I kind of was moving towards trying to figure out the God thing. So I was at a point in my life where I was like really questioning God. I'm like, this God thing doesn't make sense. So around that time, I was watching a lot of videos, sermons, ex-devil worshipers, people who would talk about new age to Jesus Christ. You know, that was a trend. Like, this is where I was mentally. I was researching a lot of that. So around this time, I started seeing 444 everywhere. I would see it on my way going to places, and I just kept seeing it. So I'm like, this 444, like, what the hell? Why I keep seeing this? I knew nothing about angel numbers. I knew nothing about it. So then one day I had a friend who invited me to a spirit fair, and that's where I took these pictures. And now I remember I took this particular picture, and the lady, she started reading it. She said, you have a lot of angels around you. God is protecting you. And I started crying because I was like, I don't understand this shit. Like, you know, I was just so like overwhelmed. I didn't understand what was going on. And so after that, I had went to go look at the cards, and I remember this point there's a couple of last minute points because this is around the time when the 444 stopped being so consistent. But I remember my friend who invited me to the spirit fair, her friend was working at the spirit fair. And I had got a reading from the friend. The friend was like, you're going to find something that you love to do. She said, you're going to love it so much that you'll do it for free. And I was like, okay, what is this? I'm like, what is this? Obviously, it was me doing tarot readings. But she's like, you're going to love it so much, you're going to do it for free. I'm like, okay, cool. And so I went to go buy some cards. My friend is talking to her friend. Her friend just so happens to turn her phone over. She didn't even look at the phone. She just like tapped the phone or something. She just tapped the phone. It was very accidental. She didn't even look at the phone. She just accidentally put her hand over the phone. When she did that, it was 4:44. Exactly, it was 4:44. It was 4:44, and I said, you know what? What the hell? I said, what the hell? So I ended up getting my cards. It was very interesting. I met some people. That's when I first met the psychic that I really like. I really fuck with her. She's the one who kind of put me on to, you know, how to be more spiritually tapped in. And then I went home that night and I actually prayed. I said, I was never, you know, I'm not really a big prayer, but I went home and I prayed and I said, God, send me a sign. Send me a sign. And when I woke up, which is one way I be getting messages, is when I first wake up, I was singing this song. You like my pretty melanin skin? Okay, thank you. I was singing this song that I really like. And I said, oh, let me look this song up. Let me play it. Because I had just woke up. I said, let me play this song. So I went and played the song. The next morning I woke up. I went and played the song. When you look at the song, guess how long the song is? Guess how many minutes the song is? It's 4 minutes and 44 seconds. The song was 4 minutes and 44 seconds. So I said, you know what? I get the message. I get the message. It's a spiritual awakening occurring. I get the message. I'm trying to find the song so y'all can see what song it was. So that's really how my spiritual journey started. And I started to read tarot cards. I started learning how to read around 2020. And ever since then, I started reading. I've been reading cards for 5 years. It's been 5 years to today. I'm about to show y'all this song. Now, mind you, I listened to the song on SoundCloud, but I'm not seeing the actual song on YouTube. That's 4 minutes and 44 seconds. But which one was it? I think it might have been Be Your Girl by Tidra Moses. Because I don't have SoundCloud on here. Number 4 is Strong Energy. Not only my life path is 4. My life path number is 4. 444 is how I got my second son. What? Who is Dan? Y'all keep saying Dan, but I don't see a Dan. Oh. I could let you get by me. What Dan do? Y'all know I'm not really seeing everything. You like Tidra? Yeah, Tidra got some good music. I think it was her song Be Your Girl, but I don't see the one that's 4 minutes and 44 seconds. But the one that I listened to was on SoundCloud, so. But yeah, so that's when I was like, okay, he was being thirsty. Y'all know I'm used to that by now. You said love yourself a little bit. Well, that's when I was younger. I have Apple Music now. You said you thought you was the devil was coming after you. Oh my God. 6 definitely symbolizes family and harmony and balance. So if I see 666, I think family. Your life path 6. Oh, even better. This is not a date insight. Y'all tell them. Y'all know they don't be listening to me. They don't care. Yes, very spiritual, educated, period, Jared. Period. So yeah, that's when I had my spiritual awakening. And so what happened was that was in September. So that next month, October 31st, it was a full moon in Pisces. And it was also Halloween. And I was sitting in my house watching a video, still trying to understand this whole God thing. I'm like, this shit don't make sense to me. Like, what the fuck is this? This does not make sense to me. Still trying to understand this God thing. And I was watching a video of a preacher. It was a preacher who talked about why he was no longer a preacher and why he was no longer religious. And out of the blue, what I learned later that this is most likely was a Kundalini awakening. Out of the blue, I get this this sharp, quick burst of energy that goes up to my brain, in the back of my brain, like right here, right in the back of my brain. And it just felt like an expansion in my brain. And it just felt like everything made sense. Like, what'd you say, friend? It just felt like everything made sense. And I remember I had to go pick up my nephew, like, right after that. Because when I tell you I was sitting in the pitch black of my apartment, I lived in a studio apartment sitting on the ground. I'm going to read your stuff in just a second, baby girl. I was sitting in the pitch black of my apartment on the floor with only my iPad in my face watching this when all of this happened. And it just felt like, this makes sense. And it just, I don't remember all exactly what was going through my mind. And I'm like, oh my God. And I wrote it down, but I have so many journals. I don't even remember what journal I wrote this down in. But I wrote down exactly how I was feeling, what was happening. I ended up having to go pick my nephew up. My brother had him. And I remember I was just like throwing up information to my brother. I was like very high strung. I don't even know why he let me take my nephew. Because if it was me and my sibling was high strung, like the way I was high strung, I would be like, girl, you know what? How about I just keep him? But all I was doing is driving my nephew up the street to my grandma's house to drop him off. So I went to my grandma's house and I was like talking to my grandma and I'm like, the devil's not real. Like, that's how I was. Mind you, I'm talking to my grandma who's very Christian, first lady of a church type Christian. My grandpa is the pastor. So I'm like, grandma, the devil's not real. Like, God is not like a thing. Like I'm like really trying to like comprehend. I'm like looking at the food that my grandma's eating. I'm like, my grandmother's literally eating death because she was just eating like a hot dog and stuff. And I'm like really like over here. I'm like, oh my God, like they're trying to kill us. Like everything just started making sense. And I remember like not too soon after that, because that was like what, October, November happened, and it came to voting. It was time to start voting. And it was like one of the first times I went to go vote, and it was the last time I went to go vote, because I went to go vote and I was at a church. And I remember the church said Jesus Christ at the top. And I said, wow. Like this is one of the years I did a lot of rooms around this time. So I do believe on top of that is because I had a lot of consciousness expansion as well around this time. When I tell you I did a lot of rooms, I had 2 different people give me free rooms. Like that's, people really put me, you know? So I had a lot of expansion during that year, let's just say. But yeah, this was me 5 years ago today is my anniversary of being a tarot reader. So shout out to me. Sean, you said 4 stands for foundation and strength. Look at the number 4 as a chair. Maybe you was looking for grounding in what you were seeking, like belief structure or spirituality. Facts. But Sean, also my life path number is a 4. So that's what I'm looking for in general. You know, if you know where I come from in my past, baby, lots of instability. Lots of just get up, we moving type of energy. So people coming in hot like that and being disrespectful triggers you. It triggers you. I'm sorry, Scott. I'm sorry. I don't want people to trigger y'all. Okay, we was meant to come together, period. Period, John. So I have to pay attention to what Meiana is saying. Okay, period. So yeah, y'all. So that's why I am who I am today. It's a lot of stuff that happened in 2020, but 2020 definitely was a good year for me overall. When I look back and I think about where, who I am, I have to be very creative, very active, very engaged in myself. I self-actualize a lot. That's when I started learning tarot, for real, for real. Not just reading it, but learning, numerology, color theory, all of it. Mind you, that was just 5 years ago. Look where I am now. Look where I am now. So yeah, y'all. Y'all ever had a Kundalini awakening? Y'all ever had that experience? You know who are you? Okay. Thank you, Jared, baby. I appreciate you. But y'all, have y'all ever had a Kundalini awakening? Or have y'all ever heard of that before? '2020 was essential and had to deal with Portland bullshit while working. Oh, but you were still working. Thank you, Rico. Yeah, I think for me, because in 2020, I was a server. So I was a server and I was in school. So when 2020 hit, I got that check, baby. And you know what I did with that check? I put that check in my bank account and I paid up 1 year of my apartment. So I had a place to stay, a safe place to stay. That's why when I tell y'all my brand starts with 2020, my brand starts with 2020. Like before that, I was an NPC. Before, you sound like Jared. No, you don't. I don't think anybody can sound like Jabron. I'm over here saying Jared. Nobody can sound like Jabron. Jabron is unique. He's his own individual self. Yeah, I don't think nobody can match Jabron. If you listen to Jabron, you say you done a lot of psychedelics. I think doing those safely, because I'm not gonna lie, I did yeah. So doing those in a safe environment is definitely supportive if you guys want support self-actualizing. You get greater. Exactly. I agree, Jared. I agree. You're gonna get you a visa, period. We manifesting it. Jared, your visa coming next year. Period. So, but yeah, y'all, like, life is so interesting. It could have definitely been the psychedelics that really got me to this point. Who knows? Really, Scott? And that's probably why your psychic ability is about to open up, because all them psychedelics you doing. I remember one time, y'all, I did the rooms outside by myself. Y'all, please, this shit is so funny, y'all. Oh my God, y'all. I did the rooms outside by myself. I went to the lake. It was a nice lake that I used to go to all the time. And so I got my picnic blanket. I was outside. I was there during the sunset. And I did the rooms. And then all of a sudden it was just dark. It just got dark and I was still outside. And I went to my car to go sit in my car. I don't know what happened, but I ended up locking myself out the car. Hey, Nance. I ended up locking myself out the car, and I'm like, oh my God, how am I supposed to get in this car? So I called AAA to come help me. But then I had called my cousin. So my cousin had came, and I don't know what happened, but my cousin was like, she helped me. I don't even know if the door was actually locked. She came and she helped me, and then we walked around and we had like a very genuine, deep conversation. So, and then the AAA guy kept calling me like, are you okay? And I never called him back. Yeah. But my cousin was definitely the one I always did those type of things with. She used to be like, why you keep doing it by yourself? I'd be like, girl, I'm just trying to live life. I got time. I feel the same way, Sean. You said I know Kundalini energy rises from your spine, yeah. And you know, actually I don't know what to say about that. I was gonna say something, but I don't know how to expand on it, so I don't want to say it. But yeah, Sky, you said I once had a homeless guy tell me stuff about myself, then tell me my third eye is open, but I need to stop ignoring it. What do you make of that? That your third eye is open and you need to stop ignoring it. That's exactly what. That's exactly what it is. For echelon, you said them rooms, something else. No, for real. And I think back, like, I really got a lot of rooms for free. Like two different people. I remember I went to California and this random, like, don't do this. Don't do this, y'all. That's why I say I'm a risk taker. I take a lot of risk. Because I don't do other rugs, only certain rugs. But this random guy, I just met him. And we were just walking. Me and my cousin was walking around the street and just enjoying the streets, like walking around. And I don't know, he just came up to me, was having a conversation, and he was like, here, you can have these. Of course, I analyzed them, made sure that it was cool because I've done it more than once, so I knew what they were supposed to look like. But he just gave it to me for free. I was like, wow. That's why I was like, I feel like I'm supposed to be doing this in this moment, like, because too many people giving me stuff for free. So yeah, Jared, that's what I'm here for. To inspire other people. Stay on game. Stay on game, y'all. Stay on game. But yeah, Scott, it just means that it's open. You just need to stop ignoring it. The thing about it is that when you're too logical, because I think that's what you said earlier, Scott, that you're very logical. When you're too logical, you can overthink your intuition. Oftentimes, your intuition is the first thing that you're thinking, right? And it's a lot that goes into it, but typically it's that this reminds me of blank. But when you are too logical, you can outthink the intuitive aspects of it, and now boom, you don't even remember what your intuition was trying to say because your logical brain is in the way. So what? As your scenes, I never heard of that. I don't have a PO box, but what is that? I got a place where you can mail stuff too, but I don't have a PO box. Let me look this up. You can ship that type of stuff in the mail. And actually, I really don't do those anymore. I don't really do that type of stuff anymore, only because I don't have the time to do it. When I did this more often in my, oh, okay. It's a type of psilocybin. When I was doing this, I had a lot of time in my life to do these things. And I just don't feel like I have that same amount of time to really adjust because this is like a full day experience, you know. You got to plan a trip. You got to make sure it's a good day. Because I did those one time and it was raining outside and it was just depressing, you know. So I didn't want to do that again when it was raining. They grow. Okay, Scott, I got a PO box you can send it to. No, me and one of my friends, she wanted to do it, and I was just telling her like there was a good opportunity to do it, but I was just like I just did it so many times. I'm just not in the mood. Like I'm just not in the mood. That's how I was. I was like, I'm not in the mood to self-actualize right now. Cause when I tell you sitting there, I remember one time me and one of my friends, we did it. We was at the lake, you know, picnic blanket. This when I tell you I did this a lot, y'all. Picnic blanket. We out the lake, sitting by the water, and it was literally like one of the moments where if you was walking past us, you might think we was crackheads, because like we would be like laughing with each other, and the next minute one of us is crying, and then the next minute we laughing, the next minute we crying. Like it was crazy. Jay, you went to private school? You said y'all know a lot. I know, I be telling y'all all my business. 5 to 6 hours. Baby, not with me. Those 5 to 6 hours, then I'm gonna be asleep. Y'all was tweaking. Yeah, it was crazy. But it's like the conversations that you have when you in the rooms. When you in the rooms, the conversations that you have, they just be so deep for some reason. Like, it just feel like you're really understanding things at a point where you just don't understand it. Like, it's like the world feels so like the matrix is going. That's what it feels like. The matrix is going. Like, why do we have rules? Why are we not outside dancing in the grass? That's how I be feeling. I would gain session and be better. Oh, you saying something I don't know. You will help, I know. Okay, friend Jerry. Again, this is not me promoting anything. If you do any of these things, do it in a safe place with people who you trust. Oh, it treats opioid addiction. Interesting. Interesting. Safe place with people that you trust. Just a disclaimer, exactly. I'm not promoting nothing. Actually, I don't think y'all should do it. At all. Yeah. Yeah, totally. Y'all won't get me. It's a psychedelic test, girl. Unpleasant. See, I'm not trying to go through nothing unpleasant. I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like where I am in my life, having to be that reflective in such a deep, intense way. I don't know. I think that I'll see some stuff differently than how I used to. You know, like that was like when I was doing this was like 4 to 5 years ago, literally. Like literally around that time when I was spiritually awakening to everything. So being in a new phase of my life, I don't know, it would be so interesting to see how it would affect me and how I would see things differently. Upper, hit you up. My friend Scott, we need a group chat. Like, what do y'all do? Discord? I don't really like Discord. That's the only thing I see people doing group chats on. I just don't like it because it seems difficult to use. I don't understand it. Hmm. He might be. He might be. I'm a forager. Okay, period. Scott said, I'll be in the woods, baby. My girl Mona Leo came out with a new song today. It goes sexy, Solon, Black American Princess. Y'all know y'all in the live with a Black American Princess. Scott got the rooms for the low. Okay, Rodrigo, period. You see my girl? She came out with the video. I haven't seen the video yet. I just heard the song. She out there with the cookout. She out there at the cookout, baby. I gotta watch the video. That, you know what's crazy, John, is I've been calling myself that all day. Mind you, if you would like, y'all see the outfit that I wore to work today. I have on a tan dress. I had to change it because I was eating. I spilled some food on my dress today, so I had to change it when I got home. But When I say I've been saying that I'm the Black Pocahontas all day, I've been like, I look like Pocahontas, baby. I look like Pocahontas, baby. What the hell? I'm out here singing to the birds. Also, I've been trying to listen to more Bob Proctor. I've never really been into Bob Proctor like that. I've definitely seen him before, but I realized that the conversations that he's had is like very on par to what I'm interested in. He likes to talk about the faculties of your mind and stuff. I like talking about that. So I'm like, I need to listen to some more Bob Proctor. Cause he gonna put me on. So I've been trying to listen to him at least daily. We'll see how that goes. Sunny Oney. Sunny Oney. Baby, you wanna come over here? No? Come here. He's over there asleep on the ground, y'all. Rashad Jamal. Who's that? Let me look him up. Singing Bowl. I Need You. He's a singer. He's an artist. I'm all in. Girl, you still on here? Why y'all be coming at me? Every time I'm on here for a long time, y'all come back like, why you still here, girl? I'm like, damn. Damn, y'all, you caught me. This what he's talking about? This look like he look like he in jail. This what he's talking about? And Jerry, yeah, exactly. That's why I really love the learning about the faculties of the mind. I want to be dead. I want to be. Scared me. Check out Neuro Knowledge, bro. Nero. I know who you talk about. Nero. I know who you talk about. That's that guy. He be in front of the board. He like from the UK. Thank you, Airly. I appreciate the checking. I know he's talking about upper echelon. I think he's very popular, right? Definitely know Nero. I listened to a couple of his videos before. But I think with him, because he's like around like my age and stuff, I definitely listen to a couple of his videos, but I be trying to listen to the older generation a little bit more just because they're old and they've been through it. But I definitely have heard of his videos. I watched a couple of them for sure. But that's the guy, John, that's the guy that I just looked up, right? Why his videos look like he in jail? George Strait. Who is George Strait? This who you talking about, John? Because I don't know. I can't listen to him. His videos look like he in jail. I don't know about that energy. This look like struggling music. Like, look at this. That literally look like a picture of him in jail. And then he got the purple in the cup. He got the purple with a triple cup. I don't know about that one. Quite literally, I just saw a picture of him and I think he was in actual jail. Where's that one at? Where'd it go? It's right here. He an activist, that's why he locked up. What he be activisting? Oh, it definitely said the American KKK. I see the activism right there. Let me look at his Instagram. Okay, he got this look like is that Haiti? What is that sign? Okay, he got the girl, I can't even think. Yeah, he got the purple. The triple cup purple. Okay, and he from Chicago? Okay. Struggle music, Me Without You, Brother Sister album. LOL, that's my depression go to. Me Without You. Wait, John, why you delete that? I read a little bit of that before you deleted it. Me Without You, Brother Sister album. Brother Sister album. This one, it looked like the sun and the moon with a tower in between. Oh, he was doing a lecture. Oh, you know? Okay, I'm gonna have to look. I'm gonna have to watch a video just for you, John. Just for you, John. I wouldn't be doing this with nobody else. You say don't. Don't. This looks like some type of Van Gogh art. She sounded old. Y'all know what I be listening to. My Apple Music is on here, so I can't really look at my Apple Music. Genre phobic. I'm a little genre phobic. I don't want to listen to no heavy metal. I'm not trying to listen to no heavy metal. Is it heavy metal? It didn't look like heavy metal. It looked like Van Gogh music, so it might be calming. Oh, this is, y'all wanna know what I've been listening to is Cash Page album. The one with her in the car. That's what I was listening to last week. Was Park Car Conversation album. Y'all see all of it's red because I was listening to all of the music. Except for Fake Friends. I like Fake Friends, but that was the one that I kept skipping because I don't want to listen to no music about Fake Friends. But this is the album I had on repeat last week. Slam Poetry is a story. Okay, I'm getting to know y'all through y'all's music choices. This is the leisure time that y'all using of Mice and Man. Now that's metal. I don't know what that is. Mice and Man. Okay, Rodrigo, what you been listening to? We here with John. You listening to Lee, Scott, Jared. You still here? What y'all be listening to, Rodrigo and Jared? You never heard of her music? Yeah, she make like kind of sad music. Like she has a very kind of sad voice, but she has a really nice voice. Yeah. I'm listening to her music when we get off live. A little bit of everything. You listen to music all day, every day? Dang, you must have free time. George Strait, like I said. Okay. George Strait is giving all my exes live in Texas. You like Tim's? Tim's got some good music for sure. Y'all know for sure I listen to Mona Leo all the time. So Mona Leo, Cash Page, yeah. For sure. Street Light Manifesto. You have earbuds. Oh, so you just be listening to in the back, like your background music. Okay. Main character energy. Main character energy. You know what I like about this Nero guy, though? Is that in every one of his videos, he looks the exact same. He wear the white tee combo in every one of his videos. Like, it really helps with memory and awareness. People automatically will tie him to the white tee Do-rag combo. You like Kalani? You don't know none of these people? Oh, he sings that song? Oh, well, look at me. It's giving. Any country person out here is going to always give All My Exes Live in Texas. Antigua Scott? I never heard of Antigua Scott. You said look up George Strait? Okay, girl. George Strait, baby. Okay, my girl early got an old soul. That's that Capricorn for you. You must just be listening to your daddy's music. That's what it is. You listen to your daddy's music, girl. Dave East. Dave East, is that the one who had a show? I don't think that was Dave East. Let me see. Oh, no, that's not him. I don't know. I didn't know this guy made music. Oh, I didn't know he made music. He got a song that just came out 3 hours ago. Dave East just got a song that just came out 3 hours ago. Where he was featured on it. Caribbean, you ever heard of Vori? No, I never heard of Vori. Calypso music, so you might like the genre. Ska is the parent genre of reggae. Ska in Jamaica. Dear Cali? Dear Cali, let's see. She only got 1.17 thousand subscribers on YouTube. Oh, her last video was in two years ago. So she's an up and coming person. Yeah, I never heard of this person. And you said Vori? John, I'm not about to play with you. Her song Jules. Because John, while I look this person Jory up, the first thing I see is Project Baby. John, what type of music you be listening to? So this says Not My Friends. Ain't It Funny? He got a song with Meek Mill. Okay, Meek Mill. I never heard of this person. Have y'all ever heard about like certain musicians carrying a certain frequency? So like Rod Wave carries the frequency of depression, right? That's the type of music he makes, is depression music. You ever heard about that? You say you done requesting? You know, we just looking at music. You like Boosie? Okay, Early from Louisiana. I know everybody from Louisiana like Boosie now. Boosie is a staple figure in Louisiana. If you from Louisiana and you don't like Boosie, baby, something wrong with you. I got a friend from Louisiana. She love her some Boosie. I'd be like, ooh, girl. One thing about the Louisianians, they love them some Boosie. So I be thinking about that sometimes. Like, what does my music say about who I am right now? But I do have like a lot of manifestation music. I have some playlists that are only dedicated to my manifestation music. So I try to keep a good balance. try to keep a good balance. Because I also have the ghetto music. Mona Leo's definitely like ghetto. Like she be talking about fighting, you know, stuff like that. Funk Bass got Bootsy. I never heard of Bootsy. No, Boosie. Lil Boosie. Lil Boosie. My music taste is bipolar. Okay. Not you have a diverse taste palette. We like our watermelon, grape, Kool-Aid, and fried chicken and loud music. Okay, my girl. Everly, a little ghetto now. Okay, girl. Depending on the energy. Okay, y'all. This is a good conversation. Mind y'all, did y'all like this? Did y'all like the screensaver of the thumbnail that I chose today? Y'all like it? Can y'all see that? I gotta change it because I forgot to put the end. But it says personality types and leisure time. And we got the man with the ballerina. He's a ballerina. Cutesy. I look different. It's because I don't have glasses on. I don't have glasses on, and I have makeup on, and I have eyelashes on. That's why I look a little different. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can see it better. Yeah, that's before. You remember that story I told you I was trying to manifest clear vision? That's before I started manifesting clear vision. So I was wearing a lot of contacts. I was wearing a lot of lashes at the time. And after that, I just stopped wearing it because my eyes will get so irritated. So, but yeah. Definitely my makeup. I want to get LASIK one day still. I still want to get the LASIK. Okay, period, John. Hey, Shasta, baby. You been looking for me, girl. Why you always looking for me? Why you ain't got your post notifications on, girl? Why you don't got your post notifications on, girl? So you ain't got to look for me no more. So they will let you know when I'm here. You always will be the first to know. I'm allowed for manifestation, but eye degradation is irreversible without surgery. Eye degradation? What is that? They not ringing? I hate shit. You two be playing. Not early. Early is a hoot. Early is so funny. Early on that ass. This the longest live. Meiana, no, for real. How long I been on here? An hour and 77 minutes. How long is that? I mean, 177 minutes. 178 minutes. $3 hours. That's 3 hours, y'all. I told y'all one day we was gonna get the 3 hour live, y'all. I told y'all one day we was gonna get to a 3 hour live, y'all. Look at me. Oh my God. Oh my God, y'all. Oh my God. John said you a comedian. Y'all, so if we gonna get to 2 minutes, mind y'all, my alarm clock is going off. I have an alarm at 9 o'clock that says I have a perfect life. Can y'all see that? I made it go off and it says I have a perfect life to set my affirmation. So in 1 more minute we would have we have a 3 hour live, y'all. 1 more minute. I think this is like a celebration live for the fact that it's been 5 years and it's my anniversary. You be my John, you always trying to mock me. You better stop it. A JRE podcast without politics or conspiracies. We did it, y'all. It's giving Kamala. We did it. We did it. One more minute and it's gonna, we did it. Oh my God, I'm so excited. So, shout out to y'all for being my community. I fuck with y'all real bad, period. I have a perfect life. Life is amazing. You guys make it better. Everything is falling into place. Facts. Your mom, ha ha ha. Early. Okay, early. Well, I tell you about that. Thank you, John. I enjoy you all the time. 5 years. I know, right? Thank you, Rika. I appreciate you. 5 years is crazy. Now, I can tell y'all another quick story, right? I've been doing tarot for 5 years. I've been wanting to do tarot on YouTube for a long time. I will say, like, once I started doing tarot in real life, once I learned it, I started practicing. I started giving free tarot readings on Snapchat. So I would give tarot readings on Snapchat and people would be like, oh, you're so spot on, da da da. So I wanted to start going on YouTube. So I would always try to record videos, but I have an iPhone. So, okay, early. Okay, early. You gotta relax. You gotta relax early. Okay, relax early. So I've been trying to post on YouTube doing tarot readings for a long time, like 5 years. Okay, early. I would look, early. We gonna put you in. We gonna remove it. You can't be bullying my people early now. We know John ain't about that. But I've been trying to post on YouTube for a long time when it came to tarot readings, and it just never worked. When I tell you I would record whole videos of pick a card videos, I would record whole videos, and I could never get it to work. And it's like, well, it never worked because it wasn't my time. So when it was finally my time, is when is now. Okay, early. I accept your apology, baby girl. So all things work in good fortune. That's what I be trying to remind myself. All things work in good fortune. You said gonna suck when the community grows because comments will get lost in the stream, but I do want you to be successful and wish you the best. But Scott, that's what I think the importance of investing in a platform. Investing in a platform where the people can be more engaged in a smaller platform, right? Like, yeah, the community may grow on social media, on YouTube and stuff, and where we can't have like these conversations, but we'll invest in an off YouTube platform, and that may consist of actually investing. You know, I don't know how much I would put that as. I would have to think about that, but yeah, I would have to figure out a community that we could grow. I think on my website, I might be able to build a community area. What? Your stuff came true this week, baby? Okay, girly girl. What was it? Y'all know I don't always remember everything I say when I read tarot. So y'all got to be reminding me. But, yeah, that's why I'm really trying to figure it out. I'm not in a rush, but I know that it's something on my to-do list of investing in a platform to build a more good night, baby girl, to build a more intimate community. But I'll definitely speak on it more when the community grows to a point to where I can't engage with y'all as much. So it's definitely on the to-do list. All happened, period, baby. I'm glad. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm so excited for you, girl. I love hearing when good things happen. Yeah, I just be reading what I see. That's all. So I appreciate you guys. It's getting late. Y'all ready? It's getting late. Why you gotta be here beside me, watching something me. But I'm afraid. You said don't be. But I'm afraid. You said don't be. I'm so afraid, baby, that you're gonna hurt me, baby, baby, baby. Twice, baby, baby, baby. Thank you, Rico. Thank you. Okay, period, Shasta, and one of them is me. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Well, I'm gonna see y'all on the flip side. Flip side of the cool side of the pillow, y'all. It's gonna be real cool. I'm gonna see y'all. What day I'm gonna see y'all? Today is Friday. I'm gonna see y'all Sunday. Okay. So y'all catch me on Sunday. We're gonna be talking about leisure and physical health. Getting that physical health. Getting your mental, physical, spiritual, emotional health together. Period. John said early, but okay, Shasta, check that notification, baby. I love y'all. Bye, y'all. Good night.